Call this meeting to order. Time is 6:02. We have the prayer, August 13th, 2025. We have the prayer led by Cayman Corpel and the pledge by Michael Landry.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Francis Pollard. Here. Michael Landry.
Here.
Marcus Broussard. Lloyd Brown.
Here.
Warren Gotchison.
Here.
Natalie Broussard. Dustin Swear. James Traha. Scott Ronsonet. Brock Pellerin. Brian Napier.
Here.
Lady Fontenette Brown. Cayman Crepel. Chad Macherin.
Here. We have 11. We have a quorum. Council member announcements. What are we doing here? That's right here. Do we have any? Cayman Crepel.
Mr. Chairman and Delcom, they have the annual holiday this weekend, Shrimp Festival. Wednesday night is the Troubadour. Thursday night is Kip Saunier. Friday is Junior Lacrosse, Jake Rounds, and the Rouge Crew. Saturday is Cajun Roots Band, Swampland Revival, the Bo Young Band, Parish County Line, and Joe Nichols. And Sunday they're finishing off with Ryan Fourier. The security is pretty beefed up this year, so there's a clear bag policy. Other than that, they're going to have metal detectors, no fly zone over the Shrimp Festival. So I think it's going to be a good one. Hopefully we keep the rain away. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all. Mr. Ronsonet.
I requested a little short video. It's about a minute and a half. And I thought it was pretty neat. It's floating around Twitter. And I asked them just to show it. And y'all don't mind paying attention? If not, don't pay attention.
Jekyll Island, November 1910. 7 bankers meeting in secret to create America's central bank. We just can't call it that. The 1907 panic nearly destroyed us. Banks failed, fortunes vanished. We want to control America's money supply, create booms, trigger busts, and profit from both. And how will we do that? We'll create money from nothing, loan it to the government, and charge interest. Legal counterfeiting, my friends. But there's a cost. Every dollar we print steals value from existing dollars. It's a hidden tax that flows directly to us. And it gets worse. If we ever get off the gold standard, governments can print money for wars. Endless wars become possible. And profitable. Since Americans hate central banks, we'll call it the Federal Reserve. Sounds governmental, doesn't it? It's not. The president will appoint board members, but we'll pick who he appoints. We'll have 12 regional banks. Looks decentralized, democratic even. But New York banks control them all. That's us. You're probably wondering how we're going to get this through Congress. December 23rd, 1913. Most of Congress home for Christmas. Perfect timing for passing unpopular legislation. They'll publicly oppose our own bill in Congress. They'll pass it thinking they beat Wall Street. We'll fund university chairs, write the textbooks. They'll teach our system as economic science. Beautiful. Every American born after this will inherit debt on money we created from nothing. Generational servitude. The Federal Reserve. Not federal, no reserves. But everyone will think it's their government protecting them. Good afternoon.
That's it.
That is wow.
It's short and sweet. I mean, I'll probably watch it 10 times just to make sure. But anybody else want to tell me what was created in 1913 besides the Federal Reserve? Anybody will take guesses? The FBI, CIA, There's like 7 things.
So
that
what
were
you're saying is a
all
whole bunch of men got together and corrupt things?
Oh, something like that.
Okay. And it's still going on that way?
I
Okay.
thought it was neat that it was short and sweet. You can go back and study all of this.
Centralized banking started since Andrew Jackson, that led up to this point, so I
You
mean,
don't, want,
it's.
you don't want me to say what I think of Andrew Jackson, so we're gonna move
So
on.
are we gonna have like a Ross and A corner, about each meeting at least?
I think we should. I second that.
Hey,
One a night.
that's where we headed.
Gold.
Thank you.
That was awesome. All right. So now we know we got a bunch of guys got together and did a lot of corruption.
Yes, indeed.
Still going on.
Got this.
Not here, not
Not here in Iberia Parish.
Of the vending machine.
Finish, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Pollard?
Part of you?
Yes,
You know anything about that?
just
I'm a banker, so I know
just want to announce that schools has opened up in Iberia Parish last Friday and Thursday and Friday, so just kind of be aware of a lot of kids running around and school buses running around till everything can get in place. And also we starting to see a few tractors moving around because they starting to plant sugar cane, so just kind of be aware and be careful out there. Thank you.
Seeing no other parish president announcements?
Okay, Mike.
Litter abatement operations took place on July 26th and August 9th. A significant amount of trash was collected along various roadways, and it's detailed on the screen, those roads. From July 23rd through August 12th, Public Works completed several maintenance projects throughout the parish. Also on the screen is a breakdown of the various districts that that work was performed in. A few updates on some active projects we are currently working on. In regards to roads, the first portion of the road bond project is currently advertised with bids being due next Friday, August 22nd at 10 a.m. They will be opened and read aloud here in the council chambers. Roads included in this phase are Leonce Terrio Road, Oil Center Drive, Darnell Road, Nelson Canal Road, Joey Street, Brenda Drive, Phyllis Drive, Wanda Street, Ronald Circle, Leon Landry Road, Agnes Broussard Road, Julian Buteau Road, George C.U. Road, Cromwell Drive, Kramer Drive, South Kramer Drive, Erath Street, Chet Street, and Charlotte Street. The next portion of this phase that is being designed by Bayreuth Habits and Associates is nearing completion and is expected to be released for advertisement by the end of this month. The roads included in this phase are General Bradley, General Chapuis, General Collins, General Middleton, General Patton Streets, and C. Romero, Jack Brooks, John L. Dubois, Monette, and Swallow Roads. Then finally, the third portion of phase 1 that is being handled for us by Sellers and Associates is still in design, is expected to be ready for bid in October, and construction to commence before the end of the year. The roads in this phase are Tesh Lake Canal Road, Estate Drive South, Jacqueline Drive, Daspit Road, Canaglow Drive, and Northside Road. So that's a breakdown on the big road project. Construction contract for the South Lewis Street Improvements Project was signed this week with Glenn Leger Construction in the amount of $1.545,609,073. A pre-construction meeting will be held on Tuesday, August 26th. Work should commence within 30 days and be completed within 90 days or 60 calendar days after that. 60 work days, sorry about that. As indicated in summary 168 of tonight's agenda, the turning lane improvements and roadway widening of LA 3212 project was successfully completed by Glenn Leger Construction and has already enhanced the traffic flow to the new First Solar facility. Qualification statements have been requested for professional engineering services related to the replacement of the generator at the jail. Interested firms have until Monday, August 18th at 2 p.m. to submit their responses. Bids were opened on July 30th for the first phase of the bulk hangar project at the airport. The bid has been awarded to the lowest responsible bidder, TLP Construction, in the amount of $420,020. A notice to proceed will be issued within the next few weeks for that project. Still at the airport, the first advertisement for the bids were published today for the Air Traffic Control Tower Rehabilitation Project. Bids for that project are due on Tuesday, September 9th. The Highway 90 Sewer Expansion Project for Sewer District 1 has begun. The contractor, Southern Constructors, has mobilized and is preparing for the lift station construction portion of that project. The project is expected to take 300 days. If you recall, this project represents over a $3 million infrastructure investment in that area of the parish. Also this week, the notice of award was issued to Southern Constructors in the amount of $3,780,000 for the T-Bayou Water Plant Improvements Project. Work is expected to begin in September for that. The new $18.7 million water treatment plant at Acadiana Regional Airport for Waterworks District 3 is expected to be completed by the end of September, but is actually fully operational today. Work is underway on our drainage maintenance and channel clearing project. Southern Constructors began clearing channel M10 on Monday from Sugar Mill Road to Bayou Teche. The project is expected to be completed within 15 working days. On Monday, the Public Works Department, a lot of y'all may know, took delivery of their new grapple truck. The new equipment will greatly support their efforts to keep the parish clean. And that's a picture of it on the screen. That's the before picture.
That's the before picture.
On another note, a public hearing will be held on September 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Delcombe Shrimp Festival building at 319 East Main Street in Delcombe. The hearing will address Jefferson Island Storage and Hub LLC's application to drill 2 Class 3 solution mining wells and convert them to Class 2 hydrocarbon storage wells. Public is invited to attend if they have any interest in that. And finally, don't forget to sign up for Iberia Parish PINS, our parish information notification system. It's free, easy, keeps you informed with emergency alerts and important updates by text, call, or email. Sign up at iberiaparishgovernment.com or smart911.com. Iberia Parish Government is currently hiring for several positions. You can, as those listed on the screen, for more information about these positions or learn how to apply, visit our website. We encourage all qualified candidates to explore these opportunities and join us in serving the residents of our parish. Finally, remember to visit the Iberia Parish Government website. Please let us know if you see any changes that are needed. If anything that needs to be addressed, please send an email directly to us from the contact page or give us a call and we'll get it taken care of promptly.
The only thing I'm going to add is the project that they're going to be doing at Lake Pinier. Joe is going to actually put that on the website and on our Facebook to make the people aware of what's going on. And that's it. Any questions?
Yep, we have a few. Councilmember Napier, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know if you can at this time, Larry or Mike, like an update on First Solar, where they at?
Okay.
You know, have they hired, and will the council as a group be
able to
taken
tour.
on a tour
Absolutely.
or anything of that?
I sure can. As of now, they should have hired somewhere around 600 employees. And yes, we can go on a tour. We're going to schedule a tour once they're ready. The facility is just about complete. I think they're still shooting for October, but the facility, as you know, when you pass by, it's really looking good. It's really, really, really looking good. Not only the manufacturing facility, but the warehouse facility as well. I think a lot of people are not paying attention to that warehouse facility, but that's a 560,000 square foot facility.
That thing is huge.
That thing is 2 times the size of the Superdome.
Yeah.
So but anyway, we're looking good. I've been speaking to George. In fact, I spoke to George on yesterday. We're definitely going to be able to do a tour. I don't know.
So they go online, you said, or start?
They should.
in
Well, let me
October,
not
so
say when they're going to
close?
go online, but they're ahead of schedule a little bit.
Good. Very good, okay, thank you. That's
So-
Tony will drive us in his bus and we can all go together on a field trip.
Oh, Chad.
Or Chad.
You certainly can do that.
Couple golf carts.
So y'all want to try to get a tour before October or
Yeah,
when?
I would think
Before?
they open.
Okay,
Right.
I'll take care of that.
Councilmember Ronthony?
Go Bear Road. I know we ran into some issues.
I don't think you're gonna have any issue. I'm sorry, you gonna have that?
I don't know if anything changed, but
You're gonna be fine.
Because of the funding delay that we encountered with the adjusted opinion of probable cost, it's delayed in that regard, but the engineering is continuing. So they're proceeding with their engineering efforts. So it's actually in progress right now.
so say we would have to acquire something. I'll just say that. We good right there, or?
You mean access, right away, land? Are we good there?
Yeah.
I think we'll be good.
So Senator Miguez has expressed his interest in the project, and he's assured us that he's gonna see it through as far as the funding from the state.
I think that project may be done before some of the others.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Please don't.
Councilmember
wouldn't take
Broussard?
much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I noticed, we talked about litter abatement a little bit earlier. The bins that were put out, Sugarina, Public Works, and I know there's several others. We gotten any good feedback? Have y'all seen being highly utilized? I know I pass by Sugarina every day, it's chock-a-blocked.
Well, I can give you
So I
all
know
kind
it's
of
being
feedback.
used on my end, so.
We have a lot of issues taking place right now. In fact, we still have camera stuff that we're trying to do, in particular at the barn, the Parish Public Works. I went there 2 weeks ago. There was stuff all over the grounds, literally everywhere. I was able to get pictures of some envelopes that had some addresses. So I don't know what's going to happen from that. I haven't even spoken to the sheriff about it yet, but I will. The sheriff has been very busy, like everyone else, but I will get with him and we're going to talk about that. We're also having problems on Avery Island Road at that particular facility where they're just going there and throwing stuff everywhere. So I had a conversation this week with with Randy on Monday. And I think he spoke to Gene about some things that they're going to do around the bin, put some posters or whatever the case, so they won't be able to open the back of the bins, because they actually open, you'd be surprised what they're doing. So we,
Is it people scrimmaging through or just dumping it, not really
think-
putting concern into putting
I
it
really
in?
don't know what they're doing,
Yeah,
because
it's
I don't have
hard to say.
cameras there yet, but
I've just noticed the one
Trajan
on
is aware.
Sugarina stays full, so I know it's getting utilized.
It
I
is.
was just curious if I had any feedback, if it's made any
Right-
effect on all the litter.
right now, we're
abatement
putting the
going around.
cameras up at Marshall Landing, and we're going to go handle those areas after.
Thank you.
You're
Good,
welcome.
Mr. Chair.
You done, Mr. Broussard? Let the record reflect that Lady Brown is in attendance. Councilmember Gosherson?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I just want to give a little more spotlight on what Mr. Broussard read about. I know there's been some speculation on Facebook about what's happening near Arsenal Ford, but that is a big ARPA project that we've been able to do to expand our sewer district lines, coming from Jefferson Island Road to LeBlanc, from LeBlanc to Arsenal Ford, and at some point to meet up at 14, correct?
Exactly.
So that's huge. We're able to provide tap-in access south of 90 now. You're starting to see on that side, and that's obviously where a lot of the growth's going to happen. So kudos to the administration. I know Brad was somewhere around here to see,
He's right
put that
there.
at the foresight to see a lot of development happen. So I just wanted to touch on that a little more.
We're just hoping, since you brought up ARPA funds, we're just hoping that the legislative delegation, along with our administration up there, is going to give us that $8 million. If y'all remember, when we put the $3.4 million, that was match funds, because we was getting $8 million to continue the project. And as of this year, we did not get it during session. So I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I did talk to someone in Baton Rouge in reference to it. So it looked like they're trying to give us $10 million instead of $8 million, but we're going to see what's going to happen.
I just think the commitment amongst the council and administration with ARPA dollars to stay at what we said, water, sewer, broadband, we stayed at the commitment that we made up of that money. And I think
If I'm not mistaken,
the return investment's been.
it's big. If I'm not mistaken, Warren, I don't have it in front of me, but I think that $13.5 million, we probably did close to probably a whole bunch of money. I don't want to say 60 million, but it's very close, using that 13 million.
That's great.
That's good.
Good.
I yield back. Thank you.
Councilmember Pellerin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I got a couple of things. First off, when you were doing all those announcements about the projects, I don't know if people realize how big this is when you see a local guy on these projects. You know, Southern Construction, you've seen their name quite a few times on these projects. That means a lot. You know, that money
Staying here.
staying in the parish, you know, and I know there's a public bid process and you got to go through it, but you know, I just love to see these local guys get these local projects, because you know that money's circulating back in our local economy. It's
And-
not going to Youngsville and Broussard and wherever else, Baton Rouge, wherever else. It's staying in the local economy. So I like when these local guys get these projects.
And if I can, it's totally bid process, and this company has been amazing. They do fantastic work, and you can tell how they're bidding, they're getting the projects. There's nothing secret about it.
Yeah.
It's not like we just picking Southern
Very-
contractors. They're very
very
good.
friends of mine, and I'm happy to see them get these projects. On another note, looking forward, before any roads were even done, Larry, what's the plan for the next bond? Do we have a plan yet?
Yeah, we have a plan, but I think we need to get this one started first
I know,
before,
but I'm
before
just-
we publicly start going out with that.
Because when we do the first road, they're gonna,
Yeah.
when we gonna do the next one, you
Right.
know?
I think what we need, I think some of the concerns that we're gonna have is, as you know, we got 3 different engineering companies that did 3 different estimates, and they all came up with what they think each road is gonna cost. I'm just concerned that when we get these bids back, that we not, say for example, we given whichever company $7 million. If a bid come back for all of the roads and it's 8.1, what are we gonna do at that point? So we're gonna have to make some decision as a council. So I don't wanna get into the second one until I can at least get the first one started.
I'm good.
Good? All right, seeing no other members on the board, we'll move on to public comments. I need a motion to open public comments. I have a motion by Ms. Broussard and a second by Kingman Crapel.
Not debatable. Vote.
And that motion passed. At this time, do we have any, number 1?
Comments from the general public on agenda items?
Seeing none. Number 2, Madam Clerk?
Persons being considered for appointment to parish boards, commissions to address the council.
We have none. Need a motion and a second to go back into regular session. I have a motion from Warren Gosherson and a second from Natalie Broussard. Vote your machines. And that motion passed. Next, we have community events and public services announcements. There's none. Reports, finance, and administrative actions. There's none. We have reports, parish, or other governmental agencies. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Mike Tarantino to provide an update on professional economic services provided to the parish, all as authorized by resolution number 2021-2127.1.
Mr. Tarantino, state your name and position, please.
Yes, sir. Mike Tarantino, President and CEO of Iberia Industrial Development. Oh, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gents. I appreciate the opportunity to talk with you tonight and to give you a quick update of what's going on economically across our parish. If I can get this thing to work. There we go. Your monthly rig counts. You can tell they were trending down significantly, but have inched up recently. In May of 2024, there were 44 active rigs on Louisiana land and in shallow water. April of 2025, 32, and May of 2025, 33. So we are inching up since, since about November of 2024. We'd like to see that improve quite a bit more, but that's your Louisiana State monthly rig count. Drilling permits, which is the starting of the process, as we all know. It's all over the board, obviously, but it's been rising significantly since November of 2024. May of 2024, there were 51 drilling permits applied for across the state. April of 2025, 44, and May of 2025, 57. So we are increasing, and so that's certainly good news and a good trend. But we'll see how that continues over time.
Are these
Yes, sir.
Is that offshore or just?
This Louisiana monthly drilling permits are just in the state, which would be on state lands and in shallow water.
Okay.
It doesn't include deep water, federal waters. Monthly crude oil prices, generally trending down, although you can see since April of this year, it's trended up just a bit. In June of 2024, we were at $81.59 a barrel for West Texas Intermediate, which is the closest to Louisiana Sweet. May of 2025, $63.31 a barrel. June of 2025, $69 a barrel. And the spot price today, I checked that it was $74.60. So coming up a bit, but it is still volatile, and we're just keeping our eyes on it as we go. Monthly natural gas prices, they typically trend up during the winter. It's pretty predictable, and there you go. In January and February and even into March, it was still pretty high with the cold winter we had, and it's been very predictable lately. In June of 2024, it was at $266 a unit. In May of 2025, $306. June, $314, and the spot price today was at $343 a unit. So, continuing to move in the right direction, although we'd like to continue to see those prices continue to improve. The result of those kinds of prices, though, are these LNG projects you're beginning to hear in the Lake Charles area, billions of dollars being invested in that, which translates to a lot of work at the Port of Iberia to support that and to support the construction of those modules there. So even though we talk about Louisiana and Lake Charles projects, Iberia Parish is benefiting significantly. You've heard about some of those openings recently at Cajun Industries and Turner Industries as well. Big cranes being built there. There was a recent crane christening at E-Crane at the Port of Iberia, and there'll be some other announcements coming very soon on some pretty big projects there at the port as well that we're close to announcing. Iberia Parish monthly retail sales. There's a lot of numbers on that board, so let me just kind of give you a few. July of 2024, around this time last year, we were about a little over $166 million for the month in Iberia Parish retail sales. Flash forward to June of 2025, we were a little over $145 million, which was lower, of course. But in July of this year, we came back up to about $164 million. The story of those lines is that we've been very steady and we've been very high on a steady basis over the last 13 months or so. So Iberia Parish retail sales continue to remain strong. I want to encourage folks to continue to shop local. It matters not only in monthly retail sales because of the store, the happy shop owners, but also in sales tax collections. Our sales tax collections rely on these kinds of sales, and so it's very important for everyone. Iberia Parish monthly unemployment rate. As you can tell, it hasn't changed much. I call it looks like the waves in the Vermilion Bay. It doesn't really move much, but the overall story of that is our unemployment rate is up slightly by 0.3 of a percentage point, but still very strong. 5.2% unemployment in June of 2025, which is typical because if you recall, in June of each year, that's when students are leaving school to go on into their summer vacation. It's typical that it spikes up a bit. I think when the July numbers come in, you'll begin to see that drop again. Still very strong, and I just want to remind folks there are a lot of jobs out there with our existing businesses. If you check out our Facebook page, Iberia Industrial Development Foundation, look for job opportunity alerts. There are a lot of opportunities right here in Iberia Parish, so we encourage folks to jump in and be a part of it. Acadiana Regional Airport monthly operations. What a success story. So as you can tell from December of 2024, and there's been a steady increase over time, which has been very good. July of 2024, there were 3,698 operations at the airport. June of 2025, 4,345 operations, and in July, that bumped up to 4,713 operations. We're on track to be the third busiest airport in the state by operations. Yes, sir.
Explain to everyone what operations mean.
Operations are landings and takeoffs at the airport. So every time a plane or a helicopter lands or takes off, that's an operation. So that's, a lot of airports around the country are measured by emplanements. That means passengers getting on and off. We've always felt that the best way to measure an airport is how much is being used, and that's by operations. And so I think this is a really good indicator of the activity and the traffic and the business at our local airport. There's a couple of yearly statistics in here, and you'll see this slide often, but I just wanted to pull a couple of things out for you to see here. This is our sugarcane industry, our agricultural industry here in Iberia Parish, so very important to our livelihood and our history. It brings a lot of economic value, very much economic value to our economy, and so these statistics certainly show it. Just a couple of highlights. The first line you see is from 2014. The last line you see is from 2024. In 2014, there were 380,000 acres harvested across our state. In 2024, 498,000. In 2014, there were 413,000 acres planted in sugarcane. In 2024, 535,000 planted. And that's a result of the price of sugar. You can see since 2015, the price of sugar per pound continues to escalate, which is great news for our farmers, which is great news for our economy. Unfortunately, costs go up as well, but the price per sugar per pound is continuing to go up, and I think in 2025 you'll see that continue. A couple other things before I close. I just want to let you know these are the next couple of slides are pictures from the Site Selectors Guild. The Site Selectors Guild is a conference that we attend each year. These are national site selectors that are giving, as a matter of fact, this slide's better. About 3/4 of that room are national site selectors. The other quarter are economic developers like myself. This is the place where they come together to tell us what we need to be doing at the local level. And here's a couple of highlights from the most recent conference. The most important thing that site selectors are looking for right now are reliable and adequate utility infrastructure, particularly electric power. Electric power is king. Those that can provide the necessary electric power are more likely to get projects today. It's becoming a top priority just under infrastructure, proper infrastructure for industry, and sites that are ready to go. These folks want to choose sites. They have the right ingredients and can be accessed quickly. They don't have time. If it's going to take too long to develop a site, they just move on to the next community. So it's that important that we continue as a community to invest in our infrastructure, our roads, our electrical especially, and get as many sites ready as possible, because these are the people that are making those decisions. Lastly, I want to echo my friend from Delcom, the council member from Delcom, and say that in honor of the Delcom Shrimp Festival, friends don't let friends eat imported shrimp, and I encourage you to buy local. It's very important. We're going to be celebrating a very important industry in our area. I encourage you to go out and check it out. Support the Delcom Shrimp Festival. For more information on the Delcom Shrimp Festival, check out IberiaTravel.com. That's all I have, unless y'all have some other questions.
Yeah, we have a couple on the board. Chairman Gosherson?
Yes, sir.
Not chairman no more. That's
I
okay.
mean, councilman.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Tarantino.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you. I think a couple times ago I'd asked, did we ever get the economical impact of the construction of First Solar in the storage facility, what is brought out?
We have not received the final documents on that, but those numbers are starting to come together. I think you'll be when we can release them, I think you'll be very impressed. Exponentially high benefit and economic impact, whether it's in tax collection or employment or infrastructure. I think you'll be very impressed with what you see.
So I've seen the retail sales that you showed, like 160-something million, but if you start the trend on the sales tax collections over the last 90 days, you could start to see that First Solar, those projects are starting to come to completion. Now you're starting to see some softening in that. Or is anybody in the industry saying anything from oil and gas at the port? I know that they're bringing in some of those subsidy companies in there. Are we going to see maybe that be replaced? I remember the days where the school board was given a report, and I remember Mr. Segura said contractors were up 500%.
Right.
Lumber was up 200%. I mean, probably never see those numbers again for a long time, huh?
Absolutely. The school system reported in its last report that sales tax collections for the year were up between 15 and 17%, although they had been up and down over the last couple of months. I think that's a reflection of the fact that the First Solar construction period is coming to an end. Right now, as a matter of fact, they're in their equipment installation, all that automation that goes with it. And so this is natural. This is a natural thing. But I think it's going to actually, get better over time. We've got some big construction projects coming down the road as well. As a matter of fact, I appreciate you reminding me of that. We were looking at some great road projects that the parish is starting now. I want to encourage folks to be driving very carefully on US 90 in the short term. There's some great construction that's going to be going on out there. As you get stuck in traffic, just remember it's economic development. So, any other questions? Yes, sir.
No, I'm good. Thank you,
Yes,
Mike.
sir.
All right, Councilmember Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, maybe I should have done this in announcements, but AVEX is having a ribbon cutting August 19th.
AVEX is, yes, sir.
11
AVEX.
a.m. on Tuesday. I figured, talking about the operations, it jogged my memory, but just so everybody knows, if you hadn't heard, ribbon cutting August 19th, 11 a.m., which is Tuesday of next week. Go out there and check out the new sign, new operations, everything else.
It looks great.
Yeah, I just wanted to, when you said the operations of the air base, it made me think of that. So,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. 11 a.m.
You
I'm
done,
good.
Councilmember
Yes, sir.
Broussard? All right, seeing no other comments. Number 2, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Chief Guy Bonin with Iberia Parish Fire District Number 1 to address the Iberia Parish Council regarding fire district's health insurance coverage.
All right, I appreciate y'all. Oh,
For the record, please.
Guy Bonin, Fire Chief, Iberia Parish Fire District Number 1. I'm here today, and it's more information purposes, but it's a great day for the parish on our front. Back in 1998-99, we were rated as a Class 6 in our fire insurance. Since then, 25 years later, we've been a Class 5. Staying here today and tell you we are, as of September 1st, a Class 4, which is a savings to all homeowner, business owners on their fire insurance premiums. A lot of that is in the push of my two guys behind us, my deputy chief and my training chief, Mike and Brett. And Brett's gonna come up and talk a little bit, but they take the paperwork, they do all the paperwork, they bring it to me, and I sign it. Now, there's a lot of trust in there because some fire chiefs have been arrested and put in jail for fraud on those forms. So just in the process of what they have to do every 5 years takes 3 years of forward working. And they did a great job. And, Brett, you want to say something?
Yeah. State your name and title, please.
Brett Dumit, Training Chief of Iberia Parish Fire District Number 1. Like Chief said, it's a great day. September 1st will be a Class 4. I want to get up and speak a little bit. We could talk about the rating for probably 2 weeks, the formulas, but I think we need to thank our firefighters, both career and volunteer. They get out there, they perform the service, and they get our apparatus where they need to be, which are critical for the rating. Also, too, 50% of the rating is also your communications and your water departments. We have a great relationship with all our water departments and the 911 communication center. Anything we need, they get it to us. They know the rating also. We have a great relationship with them. Other than that, we're excited to give the news out. And if we see our firefighters out, both career and volunteer, thank them because they're the ones that are getting us this rating. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions on that? Any?
Thank you too, man.
Gotcha. All right, next thing, I'm gonna try to speed this up as quick as I can. 5-6 years ago, the fire service started checking into insurance and trying to find better insurance for our people. We were told that most of the insurance companies, the groups, could not take our retirees into what they consider a small group, which is less than 100 people. Through legislation, the Fire Chiefs Association with a couple other groups 4 years ago got it passed that the insurance companies could not discriminate against the retirees, and at that point we're able to get our own insurance policies for health insurance. Our board, my fire board, directed me to work on this process. We went to McGriff. We got an insurance policy written for our employees, which is in Just don't fall out your chairs. It's gonna save us yearly $93,000.
That's awesome.
Plus, I'm gonna be able to give my employees, again, better insurance than what we have now, lower deductibles, and just all around basis is gonna be better for them. And what it does is we pull our employees out of what the parish has right now, which we were told by Blue Cross that it should not affect them because we're taking less than 10% of the population of their group of whoever, I don't know how many, 300 or so. So that process is going to start. We don't have to wait till March of next year to make this happen. We can make it effective actually October 1st. McGriff will work with us to get all of our employees signed up. The only difference is instead of parish government paying McGriff under the parish government, they will pay them from fire district just like they do all of our other insurance. We will work closely with the finance department to make sure everything is smooth because it has to be billed under our tax ID number. And that's the only difference and the only thing that's going to change. But other than that, if y'all have questions, I'll be more than glad to take them. But this is something we've been working on for a long time. And if I can give my guys and girls better insurance and keep them, then it's a win all the way around for the whole parish.
Exactly. Good job.
Thank you.
Show your video.
See none? Oh,
No, I don't have a question. I just
Lady
wanted
Brown.
to commend you guys on a job well done.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I yield back.
Councilmember Pellerin.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of echo what Lady Brown just said. God, Brett, Mike, you know, and other.
Elizabeth, my administrative secretary.
I mean, great job. I mean, I don't know if people realize what this fire rating does to our premiums. You know, it affects the whole parish. And to see you guys get out there and doing a great job in improving the parish, and you know, you coming around and saving the district $93,000 on insurance. I mean, I think it's a win all the way around for everybody in the parish. Great job. Kudos to the guys. Kudos to you, Chief. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Done, Councilman Pellerin. That seems to be it. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Mike, you have anything? Never seen you for a loss for words, but you good? All right. We'll move on. Number 3, Madam Clerk.
Monthly permit report for the month of July 2025.
All right. Public Works reports. Number 1, Madam Clerk.
Public Works Department report for closed work orders dated July 9th through 22nd, 2025.
All right. Special business. Number 1, Madam Clerk.
Adopt the adjusted millage rates for the year 2025 assessment and set forth the adjusted millage rates and roll forward to millage rates not exceeding the maximum authorized rates.
All right. Consent agenda items for public hearing and adoption. I need a motion to open the consent agenda item.
Read them first.
I need a,
Just gotta read them first. And then you make the motion. So read the
all
minutes.
right, minutes.
Minutes amendment to the regular meeting minutes of July 9, 2025, regular meeting of July 23rd, 2025.
Summary number 166, Madam Clerk.
A resolution accepting the resignation of Mr. Casey Thibodeau as a member of Iberia Parish Sewer District Number 1 Board effective immediately.
Summary number 167, Madam Clerk.
A resolution of appreciation and congratulations to Ms. Trudy Perret, bookkeeper for the Sales and Use Tax Department of Iberia Parish School Board upon her retirement with 27 years of service.
Summary number 168, Madam Clerk.
A resolution granting substantial completion to LA 3212 Turn Lane improvements all is completed by Glen Leger Construction LLC and as recommended by engineers for CH Fenstermaker and Associate LLC.
Summary number 169, Madam Clerk.
A resolution authorizing the parish president to execute the intergovernmental agreement by and between the state of Louisiana and the parishes of Acadiana, Iberia, St. Landry, St. Martin, and Vermilion, and the cities of New Iberia, Lafayette, Consolidated Government, Broussard, Karen Crowe, Scott, Youngsville, Brobridge, St. Martinville, and Abbeville, relating to the redesignation of the Lafayette Metropolitan Planning Organization as the Acadiana Metropolitan Planning Organization and its governance.
Summary number 170, Madam Clerk.
A resolution of the A resolution of the Iberia Parish Council authorizing the submission of a matching grant fund application to the Louisiana Infrastructure Technical Assistance Corporation, Lyda Corp, and further authorizing the parish president to act as the parish executive officer and authorized representative in all matters pertaining to Iberia Parish government's participation in said program.
Summary number 171, Madam Clerk.
A resolution of the Iberia Parish Council authorizing the submission of a grant application to the Delta Regional Authority 2025 Communication Infrastructure Fund Program and further authorizing the parish president to act as the parish executive officer and authorized representative in all matters pertaining to the Iberia Parish government's participation in said program.
Summary number 172, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 Public Building Maintenance Fund budget to recognize revenue of $300,000 from state capital outlay and appropriate funding for the project.
Summary number 173, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2024 Sewer District Number 1 fund budget in the net amount of $74,850 to correct carryover of project funding for engineering services and contract payments for ARPA, WSG generator project and related revenues, and to carry over expenditure funding for a dump truck.
Summary number 174, Madam Clerk.
A resolution adjusting the 2025 Airport Authority Fund budget in the amount of $1,703,201, all to be funded from federal and state FAA and DOTD grant revenues.
Summary number 175, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 royalty fund budget in the amount of $175,300 for the Public Works Wind retrofit project with $157,700 being funded from FEMA and $17,530 being funded from local share.
All right, need a motion to open the consent agenda, and I have a motion by Ms. Councilmember Gosherson and a second by Mr. Pellerin. We need a poll, right? Okay. Councilmember Gosherson?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, for the purpose of discussion and amendments, I'd like to pull summary number 166, 172, and 173 at the appropriate time. Yield back.
And for what purpose do you pull them?
For amendment and discussion.
All right. Councilmember Pellerin.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to pull summary number 169 at appropriate time. I see Ms. Sarah Gary's in the audience to speak on this item.
All right.
I yield back.
Seeing no other. Okay, we'll go ahead and vote your machines on the other summaries in the consent agenda. Excluding 167, 169.
166. 166. 166, 169, 172.
167, 169, 172, and 173. Go ahead and vote your machines.
He said 167.
It's 166.
Oh, my bad.
You want to clarify one more time, just to make sure?
Okay, we're gonna be removing 166, 169, 172, and 173.
Perfect.
Vote your machines. And that motion passed. Okay, on to number summary 166, Madam Clerk.
166. A resolution accepting the resignation of Mr. Casey Thibodeau as a member of Iberia Parish Sewer District Number 1 Board effective immediately.
All right, I need a motion and a second. I have a motion by Chairman Gosherson. I mean, God. Wait.
Yeah, he had it for 2 years.
Yeah, I know. Bear with me, man. Bear with me. All right, Councilmember Gosherson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, will be a big loss to our board, losing Casey. I don't think I've ever voted against a resignation, but I will vote against this one tonight. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Thank you for your service, Casey. I'm sure he's watching somewhere.
Councilmember Napier?
Yeah, look, same thing as Warren said, I'm not gonna vote against it because I talked to him today.
I did too.
But, look, we've put a lot of people on different boards in our 10 years, some of us here. And let me tell you, he has gone above and beyond the call of duty for a board member for us. And he's helped Brad get us to where we at today with the sewer district. So thank you, Casey, for all you do, and good luck in your adventures. Thank you.
All right. Councilmember Ronsonaga.
Same here. Just wanted to say thank you to Casey. It's gonna mess up my Christmas party though. I go once a year.
He's still
and,
bringing the meatballs.
Yeah, we talk about Christmas, but then I usually have an hour-long discussion for sewer districts. So I might still get it, but I'm gonna vote yes only because he did a great job. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right.
Councilmember Gashis.
Yeah, my last one. I just, again, I remember where we were in that department. I know Brad's here. Brad, I can tell you this, you can search all day long. I don't think you'll find another one like Casey again. But again, ditto what everybody said. Job well done, Casey. I yield back.
And you put him.
I'm still voting no.
We have no others on the board. Go ahead and vote your machines for summary 166.
I tried. I tried to say something.
And that
That's good. We can vote.
that
Just
motion passed. Go ahead, Mr. Richard.
No. Well, everybody's talking about Casey and helping Brad. I want to tell you, Casey helped me as well. We come a long way in that sewer with our sewer department, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he is going to be missed. I typically don't get into saying all of this with board members when they resign or retire, or whatever the case it is. But Casey has been phenomenal, and we're gonna have some issues trying to find someone like him. But look, I still have Brad,
No, we still
so I'm
got
good.
Brad can't go nowhere.
I'm good. That's
Done,
it.
Mr. Richard?
That's it.
All right. Summary number 169, Madam Clerk.
A resolution authorizing the parish president to execute the intergovernmental agreement by and between the state of Louisiana and the parish of Acadiana, Iberia, St. Landry, St. Martin, and Vermilion, and the cities of New Iberia, Lafayette, Consolidated Government, Broussard, Carencro, Scott, Youngsville, Breaux-Bridge, St. Martinville, and Abbeville relating to the redesignation of the Lafayette Metropolitan Planning Organization as the Acadiana Metropolitan Planning Organization and its governance.
I have a motion by Councilmember Pellerin, a second by Councilmember Gashashan. Mr. Pellerin, you have the floor.
Yeah, at this time, I'd like to call the wonderful Miss Sarah Gary up to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see you guys.
Please state your name and title.
I am Sarah Gary. I am the CEO as well as the Transportation Director for Acadiana Planning Commission, which houses the Metropolitan Planning Organization, which you guys are a part of. And we're here tonight because every 10 years we have a census, and our boundaries for our Metropolitan Planning Organization change every 10 years based off of urban population, where we feel or where we know population will grow, those types of things. This year, we've expanded this past census, we expanded our boundaries. We've taken in the city of Abbeville. We've expanded out, we've taken in half of the city of Rain, expanded up to the north, up to Harry Gilbert exit, on I-49, and we've kind of just on the St. Martin side kind of just smoothed out some edges. And so as part of the process, we have to get our IGA re-signed by all of our member organizations, and that's why we're here tonight. So I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Pellerin, you have the floor.
I'm good.
Got some job openings, sir.
So I've heard.
Already asked her.
Anytime, we got an open door for you.
Councilmember Gashashan.
I appreciate that.
Some things never change around here. I cut you off before you were going to say.
That's okay.
Ms. Garrett, that's what I was going to say. I know a man that can get you in planning and zoning department tomorrow. Probably pay you a very much better wage than you had when you was here. So if you want to go ahead and set those books down, this nice young lady over here, and come back to parish government, we'd love to have you back. It's good to see you. It's a good sense of feeling when you're here. Now, I'm understanding you're taking in all these other communities. You're not gonna cut our piece of the pie too much, will you?
No. Unfortunately, what I will tell you, most of my other member organizations know this. With the census changed the way that they count. Instead of counting population density, they counted housing density. And so we did lose population, or we lost urbanized area due to population. So because of that, we lost in our project dollars about $1 million a year. So we do have $1 million. Yeah.
Sarah, I got a question. I guess when you look at the city of Lafayette, they've had a population decrease over the last 2 censuses, okay? How are they being affected where the surrounding areas are growing and taking in that population? How are they still getting these abundance of dollars there? Obviously, they got most population,
Right.
but they're losing in the counts.
So in the last census, they actually did not lose.
The parish didn't, but the city.
Right. And so the urban area is not just based in the city, it's based
Okay.
where the population is, basically, right?
Okay.
And so I will tell you, and this is, I will preach to everybody, and I've done it everywhere else. The census matters. You've got to fill out your census information. Like I've told smaller communities where you go pay your bill at City Hall, I will sit at your City Hall with a computer. And if you could just tell them you cannot take their money until they go fill out their census form with the nice, crazy lady that's sitting there with a computer. And then I'll give you a little green card that says, okay, now we'll accept your money for your utility bill. It is that important for census because, look, it's not just brought down to transportation. It's everything. It's school boards. It's hospitals. It's just everything when we talk about census. That is what everything is based off of. And what really hurt us the most is that they counted based off of housing density and not population density. And so, you know, we're coming to the halfway point of the census, and you guys as communities, whether it's city or parishes, are going to start to get your block and track data information. And it is very important that you look at that. If you do not know what to do with it, please contact us as the MPO. We are more than happy to help you redesignate those blocks and those tracks. Again, we've done that in the last census because what happens is that you may have housing density, but if you're in the same census tract as a 1,000-acre cane field, you'll never meet the definition for housing density that the census has in place, unfortunately. So it is very important to fill out your census. You know, we lost the city of New Iberia as part of our urbanized area. There's a couple different reasons for that. We were what I call the hop, skip, and the jump rule. That's not the official rule, but that's what I call it. That went from a 2.5 mile stretch to a 1.5 miles. And so that kind of messed us up there. But, you know, the housing density is really just what did us in. And it's not that they're losing. What Lafayette is seeing is a population shift, right? And they've probably been experiencing that for, I'll say, probably the last 5, maybe 10 years. And what's happening is the city population, they're moving to Youngsville, Broussard, Scott, Carencro. And you're going to start seeing a large population shift with the way insurance rates are, right? Homeowners insurance. Because what you're going to start to see is you're going to see those coastal folks moving further inland, right? And some people asked, hey, why did y'all take in the city of Abbeville? And the reality of the situation is that those folks that live at the coast, they're not ready to move to the city of Lafayette or the city of Youngsville. That's too urban for them, right? So that logical progression is the city of Abbeville, then maybe the city of Maurice, then, you know, you start to climb that way. So, you know, long and short of it, it's not that they're losing population, it's more of a population shift. And, you know, census is important because that's where we get our transportation dollars along with everything else.
And I'm sure this next question is a surprise to you, but I know you've seen tonight, I'm redoing Lewis Street, or we redoing Lewis Street from the skating ring all the way to Rouse's, and then the city fixed their portion to the four-way right there, and we're still waiting on
So you guys are at
Year 2036?
nope. You are at last week. Actually, 60% preliminary plans were delivered to your design firm, which is Mayer Engineering,
Okay.
by DOTD. And so now basically they're going to address what those comments are from DOTD, and then once that's done, that'll go back to DOT for 95% preliminary. They are probably at this point, if I had to guess, probably going to, once they get to that 95%, going to start the right-of-way maps.
That's going to be
which,
the hardest part.
yes, right-of-way is going to be your hardest part, and I will tell you it's going to be your longest part, unfortunately, and your most expensive part.
I could have swore you prepared yourself for this question tonight.
I did. I have my little update right here. I made sure to ask the project manager where we were.
Well, that's a good sign to see that the little bar move a little bit. You know,
It is. And look, you know, I tell all of my communities this. If you have a project and it's a project that you need to figure out how to fund it locally, right? If it's a project that it's a want project that you have time, this is the perfect money for it, because it's a slow process. It's the federal government. I mean, and you guys all know that anytime you're dealing with federal funds, it's a process.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Councilmember Broussard.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I got a question. Why change the way it's from a census head count? Is that right? To a
Housing density?
housing density. To me, that screams is better for the cities and people with apartment complexes, unless I'm misunderstanding.
So beach communities made out like a bandit, because you used to not be able to count. You had to live there full time for it to be counted. And so that did not happen now. It doesn't matter if it's a rental, like Destin, Gulf Shores, like all of those rental properties actually got counted. And so they got like tons of money put into those areas. From what we understand, I mean, I think we have our, kind of theories to that. Whether or not they're true or not, I don't know. But basically,
So the guidelines aren't local guidelines; they're national guidelines.
they're national
Okay,
guidelines.
I
Yes.
missed that part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we did ask, because we fought the good fight. I can stand in front of you guys and say we fought with the census numerous occasions and we lost, but we fought the good fight. And from what I understand from the census team, that because I said, look, because this was COVID year, right? And so you had a lot of shift of people from urban areas into more rural communities, right? And so I asked, are you going to go back to population density at the next census? And the answer to that is probably going to be no. They will continue with housing density. And that's why it's very important that when you get your census, to adjust those blocks and tracts, that they get adjusted in such a manner that it works in your favor, basically. Now, census has the final say so, but all they can do is tell you no.
All right. Seeing no other questions for Ms. Sarah?
Right.
Appreciate you coming. Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and vote. Summary 169. That motion passed. Moving on to summary number 172, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 Public Maintenance Fund budget to recognize revenue of $300,000 from state capital outlay and appropriate funding for the project.
I have a motion by Councilmember Gusherson. You have the floor.
Second.
I have a second by Councilmember Napier.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, thank you for recognizing me. Mr. Chairman, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a motion to amend the language to include appropriate funding for the courthouse sidewalk project.
Councilmember Napier, you waive. Seeing no other comments, Councilmember Gusherson.
I'll make that motion to amend the language as follows. Courthouse sidewalk project included.
All right, we have a second by Councilmember Napier. Okay. Go ahead and vote your machines on the amendment.
Yes, sir.
The amendment passes. Go ahead and vote your machines for the summary 172 with the amendments.
Good.
And that motion passes. Moving on to summary number 173. Madam Clerk?
A resolution amending the 2024 Sewer District Number 1 Fund budget in the net amount of $74,850 to correct the carryover of project funding for engineering services and contract payments for ARPA, WSG, generator project and related revenues, and to carry over expenditure funding for a dump truck.
I have a motion by Councilmember Gosherson and a second by Councilmember Napier.
Mr. Chairman, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a motion to amend to strike 2024 and then put 2025 into the summary.
Councilmember Napier?
I'll waive and I'll also second his. amendment.
All right, we have an amendment to change the year from 2024 to 2025. It's good with the motion in a second. Go ahead and vote your machines on the amendment. And that amendment passes. Go ahead and vote on the main motion, summary 173 with the amendment as written. And that motion passes. Alright. Moving on to resolutions introduced for public hearing and adoption. Summary number 153, Madam Clerk. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Summers. Sorry about that. Ordinance is introduced for public hearing and adoption. Summary number 5364, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance setting forth and establishing a property millage for the public library system, which is levied on all taxable property in the parish at a rate of 4.50 mils for 2025. Note, this item was deferred at the July 23rd, 2025 Iberia Parish Council meeting.
I need a motion and a second. I have a motion from Councilmember Rossini. Need a second? Second, Michael Landry. Councilmember Rossini.
All right, it says 4.5 mils. Let's back up before we start negotiations here. We did 2.5 mils in March or May of last year, 2.5 mils. However, everybody knows the tax failed back in 2024. So technically we went to zero. Then we came back and we passed it with 4.5 mils max. Now, just to throw some numbers out there, based on a $0 revenue in 2025, which is what we originally budgeted for, your ending balance would be $3,243,136. Now, they had projected expenses of $3,300,000 and change. I don't remember the exact number. Of that, if I remember right, $540,000 was some building improvements. I think in Generette was something, maybe a roof or I don't remember exactly, but 500. So you're still looking at about 2.8 operating expense, not one time, so to speak. So just looking at the numbers, if you go with 3,243,136 ending balance, and you added, say, 3.5 mils, you would end up at 5,300,000 ending balance this year.
That's at 4.
That's at 3.5.
3.5.
At 3.75 and 4 respectively, you add 200 grand each time.
You're still running the operational deficit.
You are running at 4. I'll go to 4 real quick. You would be running about $150,000 to $200,000 negative. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Annually. Now you would still end up with a fund balance in the neighborhood of at 4 mils,
5 million.
a little over 5.3, something like that. So you're still healthy, but I mean the table's open. I mean I'll say it, we can't go to 2.5. Okay, you're looking at 1,474,000 and change, if I remember right. So you would knock down half your operating expense right off the top each year. So in 3 years you broke.
Right.
I'll go ahead and say that. So just keep that in mind. We obviously, my opinion, we need to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 3.5 to 4 at least. 2.5 is not going to cut it. So,
You done?
yes, that's my opening salvo.
Councilmember Landry, you have the floor.
seriously speaking, I don't, 2.5 or 3. I think 4 would probably be our best. I think it would keep us afloat for a while. Hopefully nothing major happens, which we have had, the roof at the main library and all that.
That's right.
And that hasn't been taken care of yet, so. So 4 to 4.5, I wouldn't even think about 3.5. That's my particular opinion. I'm good.
Councilmember Napier, you have the floor.
So, this went to the people, and the people voted for 4.5. Now, I know when we first got here, they had a big amount of money stashed.
Spending it.
Yeah, they had what, $6 or $7 million when we first got here, and we, you know, the ones that have been here, we brought them down to 3.5, and we kept them there for years. And then the tax failed, and then they went where they wasn't collecting anything, and they were spending money. To me, you know, Scott, I hear what you're saying, and I agree. You know, to even 3 or 3.5, I don't think I would support. I'm tempted to say, let's give them what the people wanted to give them. You know, 4.5, and then that's something that we could change every year. I mean, that's just my thoughts, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to see how the conversation goes, but 4.5 would be good for me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
At least.
All right. We have Councilwoman Broussard. You have the floor.
Would be over their annual budget now. Yeah, when the people voted for 4.5, that was up to 4.5. I mean, that has to last them till that comes up for renewal. I mean, if they start doing their operational budget on that, I don't think that doesn't give us anywhere to go. I cannot imagine that anybody expected us to actually levy 4.5 mills when we've all been levying, when we've been levying 3.5 for years. I think the mandate and the message from the people was very, very clear when they voted the tax down, that they were sending a message to the library board. We want you to use your fund balance, and we want you to cut expenses, and we want you to tighten your purse strings. To go up to 4.5 mills, I think would be a slap in the face of the people. I'm gonna be supportive of the 3.5. I mean, the 4 mills would give them exactly what their budget is that they've been operating at. I mean, I think it's time to do some changes over there and listen to the people. I mean, they did come back and pass it at 4.5 after sending the message. We do want a library. Libraries are important for our community, but you need to address the needs of the community, and you need to start focusing your priorities in our libraries on what the community's needs are and getting up to date with, you know, our new technology and the new digital world. So I think 4.5 is way too high, and I think we should stick at the 3.5. Oh, wait.
All right, Councilmember Broussard, Marcus Broussard, do you have the floor?
Yeah, I agree with what Ms. Nally just said. The question I have is the roof has been the $500,000 roof. Me and Mr. Napier climbed on it, about a year and a half, 2 years ago?
$500,000 no more.
Well, so where is that project? And not just to mention that, but the other, you know, the concern is maintaining these buildings and making sure we have enough money in the, what sort of list of projects, or you actually, Mr. Warren brought it up last year, maybe with the Parks and Rec. You got these buildings. We know the age of the buildings. We know that they're going to have issues. I haven't seen anything to tell me that there's another major issue coming, or might be another. There was an engineer supposed to go look, architects, whoever. We haven't seen those things, so until I see something like that, it's hard for me to sit here and say, you got a lot of money in the bank, you know, let's add some more to it. So that's kind of where my head is, and I'll yield. Just
None. Councilmember Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Well, the problem was they wasn't using the money. They wasn't spending it. There was a lot of things that was cut out that they didn't do. That's the reason why they had such money saved. They wasn't using it. So if they start using it and giving these people what they need, they had somebody that would go around and inspect these buildings, and when they needed to be repaired, they wouldn't using the money to repair. So instead of using it, they were stocking it up, and that's the reason why they had such money left over. And that's what made the people mad. They say you have a big stock, and that's why it failed. See, so they're gonna need at least 4 or 4.5 for this thing to operate right.
Yeah.
I yield back.
Good, Mr. Brown. Councilmember Napier, you have the floor again.
So for the record, if this council votes for 4.5, at least from me, it's not a slap in the face, like Mr. Broussard said. For me, it's not. We have kept, like I said before, we have kept their feet to the fire for a long time.
Right.
And you have a new director there. I think she's doing a great job. And if we want her to succeed, in my opinion, you know, we have to give her the money to do that. The people did vote it down. They did. But they went a year without having that money. They proved, obviously, to the people that voted that they're capable of handling the money that the taxpayers are giving them. So, like I say, this could change from year to year. I still stand with, like Mr. Brown said, at least 4, and I would even support 4.5. But for the record, however it goes, nobody's trying to slap the taxpayers in the face by not listening to them, because we heard them loud and clear. I know I did. So whatever way this goes, it's not a slap in the face to any taxpayer out there, from my point of view. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Councilmember Michael Landry, you have the floor.
Y'all know I've been a big supporter of the library. We did 3.5% to try to cut that fund balance down. That wasn't, and that's what happened. We started cutting it down year by year. So the taxpayers came back and told us 4.5%. I wouldn't, mills, I wouldn't, I'd give it to them. And we can adjust it every year. We adjusted before. They had 6.5 mills. We adjusted to 3.5. So I don't have no problems giving them 4.5. And I think they're doing a very good job. They've started bringing in computers. They're doing a lot of things over there that wasn't being done. I'm good, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair.
Councilmember Rossini.
Just to speak to the 4.5, because I didn't speak to that. One thing, Brian is right. Technically, it's a new tax, and they did vote 4.5. So we went from 0 to.
Right.
Now, because I didn't speak to it, I just want to get the number out. If we went 4.5, it's not an exact number because numbers move, right? You would end up with an ending balance somewhere in the neighborhood of 5.9 million.
What is it annually? Annually, what would 4.5 bring? Annually?
2,650, give or take.
2.6?
2,650, give or take. I mean, it's not set in stone.
Okay.
And they, like I said, I'll give or take 2.8, 2.850, 2.9, somewhere in that neighborhood is what they usually run. Not considering one-time expenditures of a roof or whatever. So you're still a little shy of your yearly expense.
And that's at 4.5.
That would be at maxing it out at 4.5.
4.5 would bring you 2.6, and they're spending annually how much?
Around 2.8 to 2.9
So they would
usually
be
is what
a
they have
little
been doing.
deficit of
Now,
$200,000.
that's no one-time expenditures of a roof or a
Right,
tree or anything.
Gotcha.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. That's, I want to throw that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Mike, we didn't have.
Councilwoman Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, if, I don't know if there was any discussion left on the main motion when.
Yeah, we still have somebody on.
All right, when discussion's finished, I'd like to offer a substitute motion to, set it at, 3.5.
All right, let's,
Councilwoman.
So what is 3.5 going to give annually?
hang on.
$2 million a year?
Hang on,
So you have a deficit of 800,000.
Annually.
Okay.
Councilwoman, Lady Fonette Brown, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I would like to say that one thing that Miss Natalie spoke about was moving into the digital age.
And we are.
And
We're
I
trying.
think, yeah, I know the library is trying, and I think
gonna cost
actually if we are wanting our library to move into the digital age, we should support that 4.5 because it's gonna be an increase in a cost to move into the digital age. So I yield back.
If I can.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
If I can, if 4.5 max is going to bring 2.6 and we currently spending 2.8 with just the budget. If we're planning to move into digital, you're going to knock down that low fund balance that you have pretty quick.
right.
So we need to pay attention to what we're doing. And that's all I'm saying. You guys make that
We'll be
decision.
right back where we were.
Councilwoman Napier, you have the floor.
So, Scott, let's, tell me this, Scott. The difference between 3.5, would they take, not the balance, 3.5 to 4.5, would, that difference is $600,000. Okay, that's what I needed. So there's only a difference between the 3.5 and the 4.5 of $600,000.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Let's go.
Scott.
You done?
I'm done, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Councilmember Gotcherson, you have the floor.
Yeah, Natalie, I'm hearing you on the 3.5. I just, the question is I know you're asking what the plan is from the operational standpoint of the library, but at the same time, we are the legislative body that holds the purse. I guess my question is at this point, if we go to the 3.5, we know we run a deficit. We knew when we went out for the tax that the 4.5 is what we needed for operational standpoint, not taking into consideration that the cost of living continues to rise, okay? I just think that the thing is at this point is what do we do to meet in the middle? How do we, it's ironic we got this in our mail today. There's a lot of vocational stuff that happens in there, so I think they move somewhat. I just think we got to have a plan. I know what Scott said. We got, 3 years, but we really don't. We all know this is a millage of one-time money that comes in a year. We know our auditors tell us we have to at least have a certain amount of on-hand cash, so we got to be very, very careful. I know $5 million seems like a lot, but remember, just not long ago we were at $8 million.
Right.
That's right.
Or I don't think you can have 3 years
No, you don't
because
have- you don't
once
have
your cash flow is strapped, then it's you have to cut at some point. You can't wait till the last day and say, oh, last 50 cents is split. Y'all got to go. So I'm anxious. I want to let's debate the 3.5 and go from there. I'm anxious to hear. There's got to be a plan. We can't just say, well, we're gonna vote your budget out until you figure out something to do. Let's talk about it here. Maybe there's some counterpoints that we can offer to the library systems that you may have an idea of, or we may have an idea together, to say, all right, in order for us to support what your plan is, what is your plan? Are you back?
You got it.
All right, President Richard, you had something?
I'm simply just looking at the 4.5 that was voted by the people at 2.6, and it costs us 2.8 to operate. I'm telling you, we have a roof right now that we have to do. That's probably going to be 700,000. I don't know what it's going to be. I know it won't be 500,000. You know, you got to, you know, when you're talking about letting people vote on something, you might want to listen to what they're saying. You told them it was a 4.5. They voted on 4.5,
Right.
which is $200,000 less than what it costs to operate that business per year. Your money is automatically going to go down if you do the max. You don't have any choice. If you do the max right now, you're $200,000 less than what it costs to just fund that operation. If anything happened, you got to cut a tree. It's going to cost $20,000. That's $20,000 you're taking from there, so from the fund balance. So what I'm saying, Scott, is going to go down. I don't know how long it's going to take to go down, but it's going to go down.
Yeah,
So do what you got to do, you know.
let's go.
Okay, Councilwoman Broussard, you have the floor.
I mean, I hear what everybody's saying, and I agree, Warren. They have a new director. They have some incredible programs going on. That little girl that comes over here is so energetic and so on fire, and I think they're doing a great job. I think they are trying to move in the right direction, but I am not convinced that this tax wasn't sold to the taxpayers knowing that we have only levied 3.5. I mean, I don't believe the taxpayers voted for this thinking that we were going to actually levy 4.5. It was up to 4.5. Mr. Brown said it. They weren't spending the money. The mandate is very clear. They will still have $5 million in their fund budget. Let's see what their plan is. Why would we max out the tax when we don't even know their plan? We levy every year, guys. We won't be broke for 3 years if they do it. We can always increase the millage next year once they come with their plan. And if they're doing what they were mandated and what the clear message from the people was, the people aren't going to have any problem paying the extra property taxes. But I cannot imagine that people expect their property taxes to go up this much this year. Let them use $200,000, $400,000 from their $5 million this year. Come with a plan and convince us next year to go to the 4.5. Is it time for me to make my substitute motion? Are you accepting my substitute motion
I
for
still have
3.5?
someone on the floor. Still have someone on the floor.
Let's go.
Let me know when you're ready for me to make my substitute motion.
We'll call you.
Councilmember Napier, you have the floor.
So, the only thing I want to say is, I'm stuck on the 4.5, and if Ms. Broussard's 3.5 fails, I'm gonna make a substitute at 4.5.
And I'm a second.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You done?
Yep.
All right, let's roll. Let's roll. All
Ms.
right.
Broussard, press the button, please.
Oh,
That's it.
that's the main motion. No, you're right.
All right.
Okay, Ms. Broussard.
I move to amend it to 3.5 mils.
All right, we have an amendment on the floor for 3.5, and I have a second by Councilmember Crapel. Any
All right.
discussion? Ms.
Ready?
Broussard,
Oh, wait.
you have the, okay.
800,000.
We don't discuss it and substitute.
We don't discuss. Oh,
Yeah, we do.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, damn, we had 3 against the roll?
Oh, you knew that.
We'll try to,
we're still in discussion, right?
for the substitute.
For the substitute, Mr. Crapel, you had a
This
second.
is a 3.5.
You waive? Okay, Councilmember Gusherson, you have the floor.
So debating through the chair to respond to Ms. Broussard. So Ms. Broussard, what you're saying is you would be up for negotiations as of next year to possibly of an increase if need be.
Yes, absolutely. When they give us the plan.
You're a gambling woman, aren't you?
All right, let's go. Let's
No,
go.
I just, my concern is the same thing that I share. I think the 3.5 may be much. I could settle for 3.75 if you could meet in the middle of this fails. To look at that, that gives us a little extra. I do agree with Brian. Since him and Marcus got on top of the roof, there has been more water coming into the building. But I think more or less that's what I'm scared about. That $500,000 a couple years ago, most definitely about 750 to 800,000. I mean, look what the chillers cost us already just on a minor. I'm not saying that at the end of the day 4.5 is the solution, but I think we can meet in the middle at some point. So I'll
I
yield
don't
back.
know about that. Ready?
Councilman, Woman Broussard, you have the floor again.
How long are we just gonna keep throwing money at these people? I've been hearing about this roof since 2016, and it hasn't been done. You know, and y'all are coming at us today saying, oh, last year, the year before was 500,000, now it's gonna be 700,000, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. The people spoke loud and said, spend our money wisely and stop. And they're not doing it. So we're just going to tax our people more because they didn't do the roof repairs when they were supposed to, and they just wanted to save all their money, and now it's gonna be another $200,000.
Council never gave them the money.
The council voted that down, just so you know.
To do the repairs?
Yes, ma'am.
Since 2016?
It wasn't 16, first of all, but the council did vote it down.
I mean, it's time for them to come to us with a plan and say, this is what we're doing.
All right. Ready?
Please vote.
I'll wave.
Wave. All right, seeing there's no other discussion on the floor, we have an amendment to put the millages at 3.5.
Don't do that, Warren.
No, yeah, 3.5.
3.5 is the motion.
Go ahead and vote your machines.
Why you got your hand right?
And that motion failed.
No. You do it.
At least we sticking together.
All right, let's go.
You good?
All right.
The clerk's writing. All right, Councilmember Gashi saying you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on the floor to lay 3.75 mills for the 2025 levy.
We have a motion by Councilman Gashasan to put the millage at 3.75, a second by Councilman Broussard. Discussion?
Yield.
You, all right.
Okay.
Councilman Broussard, you have the floor.
Just when the library, I've been as a big of a proponent of doing some progress with the library as anyone, maybe more so than others, but I can't wait to see what they have in store for us when they come talk to us at budget time, because it's important.
Right here.
Thank you. Where are they tonight? Yeah, good point. I'm good.
All right, Councilmember Pellerin, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will support this 375. I will not support anything higher than this. When this tax went out for the voters to vote on it, I had multiple phone calls against it. I can honestly say I didn't have any phone calls, not to say people didn't vote for it. I didn't have any phone calls for it. Not to say they didn't have people in my district that voted for it, because they did, but I didn't get any phone calls for support. So this 375 will be the max I'll support on it.
Mike, they want to close.
You?
You're back.
Councilmember Rossini, you have the floor.
Just for the record, this will put them somewhere in the neighborhood of $5.5 million on the ending fund balance.
What are they gonna collect? Let's talk about that.
They're gonna collect 211, give or take.
600,000 under your budget.
Come on.
Assuming they don't cut
Let's roll.
anything,
Let's
give
roll.
or take something, yes.
That's
Still 600.
same thing. Ready?
Councilmember Rossini has the floor.
I just wanted one other thing, just so people understand.
Push the button if you want to.
Oh, I was like,
No,
man.
him.
I was like, damn.
You have the floor.
1 mil on a 100 grand, and let's just give or take. 1 mil is about $11 annually, so. 1 mil per 100 grand assessed value is around $11, give or take, per year. So when we're talking about a quarter right here, we're talking about $2.50 per 100 grand. I gotta say that again, of assessed value.
This one of the Starbucks coffee.
Ready?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right.
All right,
Ready?
Councilmember Gosh, you have the floor again.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure if y'all got to look at y'all packet before this, but this is pretty interesting that Scott Saunier will be holding will hold a cooking class at the end of September. That's a big change.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Saunier, that's the deciding vote for me. 3.75, and I'm going to be at that cooking class.
All right, let's go.
All right, seeing no other questions or comments, go ahead and vote on an amendment for 3.75. Vote your machines, please. And that motion failed.
All right.
Hang on, let her get what she needs. You good? She's good. Councilmember Napier, you have.
Okay, I'm off at 4. I'll go to 4. 3.76. No, 4.
4.
I'll do 4.
So
I don't know
we
if we'll have
have
enough for
a
that.
motion by Councilmember Napier for the millage to be presented at 4 mills. And do we have a second? Councilman Lloyd Brown, you second the
I
motion?
second it.
All right. Councilmember Napier?
No, we don't need, I'm good, 4.
Good.
All right.
Councilmember Brown, you have any discussion?
I'm waiting for it.
Hang on a second. Councilmember Ronsini.
Just for the record.
Go ahead.
That'll bring in roughly
Okay, y'all
236, give or take.
Say that again?
236, give or take, 2.36 million.
Still 500,000. Yeah. You're still withdrawing 500.
You're still pulling
500.
440, give or take. Now that's assuming they don't make any, cuts, whatever. Yes, or that's also assuming the other way that a tree don't fall on the library. So it can go both ways.
Let's go.
And the fund balance, give or take, would be right around 5.7.
No. You're adding everything. You're adding the annual budget plus the fund balance, what you currently have.
Ending balance, what they budgeted this year, our ending balance in the budget book was $3,243,000.
That's right.
And then you would add, assuming you would collect $2,360,000.
Right, and your expenditures for the year is 2.8. So you
This
got to
year-
subtract that
well,
from your total
no,
dollars.
this ending balance, 3,243 was included the expenses, the 3.3 expense.
Okay.
But you still in the neighborhood of 5.6, 5.5, 5.6 on the ending balance.
There we go.
Good?
All right.
Councilmember Ronsini, you done?
Oh, yes, thank you.
I'm
No
ready.
problem.
Ready?
What did I do? Councilmember Crapel.
So
you have the
the
floor.
3.8 on the budget, that's with capital outlay or without?
That's with.
With. So really their budget is 3.3.
No.
3.3
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, let's go.
You good?
Yep.
Yeah. We're voting on
So we have no other questions or,
what we wanted.
oh,
Ready?
Councilmember Pollard, you
Okay,
have the floor.
what we voting on? No.
Councilmember Napier has a amendment to put the millage at 4.0.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Done?
Done.
All right.
Ready?
Seeing no other comments, we'll go ahead and vote your machines. And that
Fails.
fails.
You only got 7. That's exactly what I told you. That's what I told you.
Look, we got 7. We need
Oh, Warren?
All right.
Ross, no, Warren.
Have no one on the floor. We go back to the main motion. No amendments. So we're voting on the main motions. Well,
Oh, man.
all right. Seeing no one on the board, we'll go ahead and vote on the main motion. There's no one.
Yeah, you can.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Hold on.
Boy, y'all taking a chance.
Councilmember Pellerin, you have the floor.
Can I bring up 375 again?
No.
You
Can't bring up
Can't bring.
375.
I'm asking.
We're going on the main.
Yeah, you weren't on the prevailing side of it.
Yes, he was.
Huh?
How'd you vote on the 3.7?
So he voted against it.
Brian can bring it up.
No, he voted down. He voted.
He can reconsider.
Man, what we doing?
You done, Mr. Pellerin?
I yield back.
All right. Seeing no other. Nope. Here we go.
There you go.
Councilmember Gosherson.
We hadn't had one of these votes in a while.
Oh,
I will tell you, if this main motion fails, y'all talking about driving a deficit, you're driving that nail in the coffin right here. So let's come up with something, guys. I tried to meet in the middle. I mean, look, Mr. Landry wants to take the floor. I'll let him go back.
I want to bring back up 4.0.
Hang on.
I was on
Councilmember
the
Landry, you
prevailing
have
side.
the floor.
I would like to, I was on the prevailing side.
It failed. You
It
voted
failed, but we had 7 votes for, 5 against.
You didn't prevail. You would have won.
for it. You prevail when you win.
Well, we gonna vote on the main motion, we gonna kill it. Yeah, that's what y'all
You
gonna
done?
do.
You done?
I'm not going under 4, I'm serious.
I'm out of here.
Oh, man, come on.
I'll do a 4.1.
You good?
I'm good, I'm
You sure?
good.
All right. Hang on a second.
Hey, man.
Councilmember Crepel.
We playing.
So I'll back up what Warren said. I'm for the 3.75. 4.5 I will not vote for because the people in my district voted that down by a vote of 80-something people less. So I will not go for the 4.5.
You done? You good?
Yeah, good.
All right. Councilmember Gosherson, you have the floor. once
Yeah, Mr.
again.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to accept 3.80. Yeah, I mean in the middle, Mr. Brown, 3.80.
They want to close the meeting.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, it's,
They want to
come on,
close.
now you just you're beating the eggs right here, dude.
Come on, man.
3.8 on the floor, please.
Okay, we still have some up for discussion. We're gonna have to hold your.
Well, no,
amendment.
I mean, you'd asked to entertain a
want to
substitute
close it.
motion, and I did that. Everybody's had one round of discussion, which according with the rules we've given. So at this time, I either you give me the motion on the second, or you can deny it.
If you say so, we'll go ahead and, Mr. Gosherson would like to present an amendment for 3.80.
And I'm
Have
sure
a
Brock will support me.
motion by him and, so I'm guessing a second by Councilman Pellerin?
Yeah, I would like to renege
I like it.
my comment I made earlier about
Boo-ray.
375. I was gonna be the max. My max would be 3.8.
All righty, let's see.
I'll second it.
Seeing no other,
I'm gonna tell you what, y'all really not giving them a chance. Y'all really not giving them
Hold on
a
one
chance.
second.
hold on, yeah, you gotta press.
Yeah, you're really not giving them a chance. So you're coming in here, last week y'all deferred, last meeting y'all deferred it. I wasn't here, but it was deferred last week. And we coming back and say we throwing it at you. You had 2 weeks to discuss it. You could have called the library, you could have asked them to come here. Y'all just not giving them a chance. I'm done. I'm good.
You good? All right. Seeing no one else on the board, do we have an amendment at 3.80? Vote your machines. Mr. Brown? Mr. Napier? Why is he voting?
I voted for it, but I really don't like it.
All right, that passed.
Yeah, I didn't
I
like
did.
it. I didn't want to, but,
Me either.
you know,
There's 8 votes for it.
you know, since
I-
Cayman's 70 people didn't vote for it, I guess we ought to not give it to them.
Compromise last time for this.
You can compromise.
Councilmember Gosherson, you have the floor at the minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I just want to thank the members for meeting in the middle. Ms. Broussard, this is your opportunity to get those concerns to the library. Talk to them about it, about those plans that you want to see. We've met you halfway there. Let's hope that next year we can work together. We have the capital outlay budget coming. Let's talk about it in there, and also at the same time, we were elected to do things that they didn't do, we can do here within the budget coming up, okay?
Okay, I
Yield back.
understand.
Thank you.
Lafayette did a
All right.
deal on your,
The main motion with the substitute.
Now we need to vote on the main motion with the substitute being at 3.80. Vote your machines.
No idea.
And it passed.
Oh, I know we got the votes.
No, it passed, 8-4. And that motion passes 8-4. I don't know. It's time to retire that program.
On the machine, done.
Well, that's the majority.
Yeah, I know, they made us change the majority to, my IT is like, the restaurant people. because we
4 to
got
5
an
vote.
issue, A while back, and they told us when they put it on 4 to 5, 4/5 vote.
4/5?
Yeah, but that's.
Well, then every vote should fail. Especially with 2 absent.
Despite what the machine said,
Yeah,
Yeah,
say it
motion-
again. The motion.
motion passed.
it passed.
Motion passed.
You wanna leave that?
oh,
Okay, can we move on? Okay, summary number 5374. Madam Clerk.
An ordinance amending chapter 20 of the compiled ordinances to establish a crosswalk at 4607 West Amador Drive, New Iberia, Louisiana, and authorize the Public Works Department to install said crosswalk signs. Note, this item was deferred at the July 23rd, 2025 Iberia Parish Council meeting.
I have a motion on the floor by Councilmember Broussard and a second by Councilmember Landry. Councilmember Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. We've, I'm gonna defer this again, one more time. We're talking with the Greco folks and the administration's helping out as well. And, a few more things to talk about and square up. Hopefully have it something worked out in the next couple of weeks. Is that good? We'll be able to just defer it again till the next meeting? Yep, thank you. So we're working on it. Administration's being helpful and, Greco as well. So we should be meeting and hopefully get this done one way or the other soon. So I'm yield. Thank you.
Councilmember Landry.
Yes, and I know we're deferring it. I've been thinking about this a lot. You don't think, like they got a light in Lafayette by Stellas, where they press a button and it turns red when they want to cross. I don't know if y'all discussed this. This is one of the things I think is safety-wise, it'll probably help out. Because it's a crosswalk, and somebody may just walk across there with, oh, they gonna stop. So I think if you put that light, it would help. That's just for discussion. They just have to press it when there's, when someone's crossing. I'm good.
Councilmember Broussard.
Yeah, no, thanks, Mr. Langer. That's a good idea. That's part of the discussion. I think at the end of the day, we just need to make sure we're following the codes, rules, and, getting to see what Greco has in mind for the frequency of crossers and all those other things. So it's just more discussion, but we're gonna have it worked out hopefully in a couple of weeks, so we're back on. I can. I mean, I'm good either way. What you guys think? You want to table it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and table it. I'll move to table once, if the board's clear.
okay.
All right, there's no other discussion. We have a motion to table. Marcus Broussard, I need a second.
No, that's the point of table. Until he knows, he can pull it from the shelf.
I have a second by Ms. Broussard. Any discussion? No? All right, go ahead and vote your machines on the table. Without a date. And that motion passed.
Okay.
All right, moving on to resolutions introduced for public hearing and adoption. Summary number 153, Madam Clerk.
A resolution appointing one member to the Iberia Parish Levy Hurricane and Conservation District representing Iberia Parish for a 4-year term to fill a vacancy created by the expiration of term 4, Raywood Freeman Jr., whose term expired July 1st, 2025. Applications of interest on file. A, Raywood Freeman Jr. Note this item was deferred at the July 23rd, 2025 Iberia Parish Council meeting.
Let's see. I have a motion by Councilmember Goshenson, a second by Councilmember Landry. Councilmember Goshenson. you
Mr.
have-
Chairman, in the notes, I concur with Mr. Freeman has requested that we table into the next, defer into the next meeting. He'll be able to be here the 27th of August, the last meeting of the month. I'll yield back until that time. Oh, I guess, Mr. Landry, you okay with it?
I'm good with it. Go with the second.
Well, let's go.
Move the table to August 20, move to the defer to August 27th.
All right. No further comments. Go ahead and vote your machines to to defer to August 27th meeting. And that motion passes, been deferred. Moving on to summary number 162, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 parish-wide drainage fund budget in the amount of $608,000 for the purchase of a pool washer truck, all to be funded from fund balance previous years. Note this item was deferred at the July 23rd, 2025 Iberia Parish Council meeting.
I have a motion by Councilmember Goshenson and a second by Councilmember Pellerin. Councilmember Goshenson.
I'll waive.
The floor. You waive? Alrighty. Councilmember Pellerin.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the administration, whoever, I wasn't here at that meeting, and unfortunately I didn't finish watching the meeting. Why was this deferred, last meeting?
The administration, I think Erica had asked at the time to defer.
All right. Anyone have any information on that? State your name and title, please, for the record.
Erica Duplashian, Finance Director. I asked for it to be deferred so I could do a little bit of recon on how much this costs. That was the primary reason.
Did you finish?
I did some research. We've got some understanding now of how much it costs, what it entails, and that sort of stuff.
Okay, all right. I'm good. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. Councilmember Goshenson, you have the floor.
Just to say, this is the recommendation that came from the guys in the field and stuff like that. I will tell you, the capacity is the biggest thing. Be able to fill it up and then go up, a long distance. Where there's only certain spots we can fill up at where meters allow us, at Lawco or wherever. And so this gives them an opportunity. This one has it's kind of similar to the one we have now, right, Gene? The capacity, right? But this one's a dual engine also, correct?
Yeah.
So this one gives them the opportunity to go a far length without having to refuel as frequent.
Okay. Good.
Mike, can we have this truck by Monday, you think? We need it ASAP. That aging fleet, man.
Good.
All right. Seeing no other on the board, we'll go ahead and vote your machines. And that motion passed. Summary number 176, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 Public Buildings Maintenance Fund budget in the amount of $25,000 to clean and repair air conditioning chillers in the Iberia Parish Courthouse, all to be funded with fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Councilmember Goshenson. Need a second? I have a second by Councilmember Broussard, Marcus Broussard. Councilmember Goshenson.
Mr. Chairman, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a motion to amend the language to include $75,000 and include the language and fund the ongoing operations and maintenance of the department for the remainder of the year.
All right.
If that's okay with Marcus. I didn't see anybody else.
Yeah, it's okay.
You have a second? Go with
Yeah.
the amendment?
Yeah, I'm okay with that, with the
Go with
amendment.
the amendment?
Just a question. That's the chiller we just replaced? Am I missing something?
No, that's we just replaced the cooling tower.
Cool, okay.
This is, to reduce scale. There's a surface that needs to be done to reduce the scale in the chillers.
Okay.
Which potentially compromising the integrity of that equipment.
Is this something we do yearly or should be doing yearly?
Every 3 years at a
3
minimum.
years, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool. Thank you.
So the additional 50,000, there was a
Operating budget.
Yeah, there was a committee agenda item for additional appropriation for that, and it was realized we should just amend this one to expedite that
Put
funding
'em
to
on. Okay.
support their operations.
So every 3 years, so it's gonna be in the maintenance budget at this point going
Yeah,
forward? Okay.
and that's for the 25. The 50, the additional 50 is not for the chillers, it's for their operations. So
Okay.
there's 25 and 50 we're looking for.
Yep, thanks for clarifying. Yeah, I'm good. I yield.
Good, Councilman Broussard.
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and vote your machines on the amendment as written. And that motion passes, and now we need to vote on the main motion with the amendments. Vote your machines, please. And that motion passes. Moving on to summary 177, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 general fund budget in the amount of $63,000 for Tyler Munis software to reconfigure the payroll module and to provide Munis training to employees, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I need a motion and a second. I have a motion by Councilmember Michael Landry. I need a second. I have a second by Councilmember Rossini. Councilmember Landry.
I'm gonna yield to the administration or somebody can tell me about. I was in DC.
All right, Erica Duplichan, Finance Director. This is going to enhance what we currently have with Munis. So the payroll module needs a little bit of update. And that's evident if you've ever seen us do payroll. It's going to make things a little bit more efficient. And the rest of it is so we can attach Contact Manager to our software. So you can't even purchase our ERP system without Contact Manager today, in today's world. That allows us to have all documents stored within Munis. So that means any purchase order, any contract, all of that is stored at our fingertips now. So that should make our audits easier, which will probably lower the cost of our audits. So it's gonna help with productivity and offset a few other things.
So if we coming into the 21st century, huh?
Well, we're trying to just utilize our software in its entirety because
Yes.
Munis isn't cheap. So, I mean, we really want to spend the effort and time to use it thoroughly. So this is not going to be ongoing. This is just like that first initial cost. I think annually it'll only cost us about another $3,500 a year to run it.
I'm good.
All right. Councilmember Rossini, you have the floor.
Waive.
Waive. All
Question
right.
answered.
Seeing no others, we'll go ahead and vote your machines on summary 177. And that motion passed. Moving on to summary 178, Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending the 2025 Fire Protection District Number 1 fund budget in the amount of $43,000 to appropriate funding for Station 100 building repairs, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Councilmember Marcus Broussard. I need a second. I have a second by Councilmember Pellerin. Councilmember Broussard, you have the floor.
I waive.
Waive. Councilmember Pellerin.
Waive.
Waive. All right, go ahead and vote your machines. And that motion passed. Moving on to summary 179, Madam Clerk.
A resolution adjusting the 2025 Airport Authority fund budget in the amount of $10,000, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I need a motion and a second. I have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Broussard and a second by Councilwoman Brown. Ms. Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, I think we need to make an amendment to this to change it to say to add the local contribution from parish government ought to be funded from the fund balance previous years.
Correct. Councilwoman Lady Brown, you're good with that amendment?
Doesn't matter.
Good?
You had something?
No, I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that was attached to the.
Okay. I saw you stand up.
All right, seeing no other discussion, go ahead and vote your machines with the amendment, for the amendment. And that motion passed, and we go back to the main motion with the amendments as written. Vote your machine. And that motion passed. Moving on to summary number 180, Madam Clerk.
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Wayne LeBlanc and Diane LeBlanc located on Sidney LeBlanc Road, Iberia Parish District 10, to subdivide 10.085 acres of property into 5 lots for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report PC 2025-0012, always reviewed and recommended by Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
All right, I have a motion by Councilmember Pellerin. Need a second, please? And I have a second by Councilmember Michael Landry. Councilmember Pellerin, you have the floor.
Yeah, I'll call Matt Landry up. This is in my district. I worked with the landowner quite a bit on it. I'll give the floor to Matt. Let Matt.
All right, Matt Landry, Bay Road Habits. 10 point, it's right a little over 10 acres. They're subdivided into 5 pieces. One unique thing about this track, you look at track 1AA-2, which is just south of Sidney LeBlanc Road. It doesn't quite meet the ordinance, so it's going to be tied into track 1A3. That property cannot be conveyed unless it's with 1A3, and also it will stipulate that no building permit will be allowed on that 1AA-2. Other than that, everything else is in compliance with ordinances.
All right, Councilman Pellerin, you have the floor.
I'm good.
You good? Councilmember Michael Landry, you have the floor.
I waive.
You leave. All right. Councilmember Gostisland, you have the floor.
Mr. Landry, it's good to see you back right there.
Mm-hmm.
After tonight, if you can meet me in the back, we got your parish
All
government
right.
shirt when you're ready, okay?
Full time, man? Yeah.
I wish. Thanks, Matt.
Yep.
All right, seeing no other comments, go ahead and vote your machines.
Man, I'm trying to help Larry get some people.
And that motion passed. Moving on to summary number 181, Madam Clerk.
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Maxine Landry Ducrest, located on Blue Lane Road, Iberia Parish, District 9, to subdivide 9.88 acres of property, created 0.49 acre lot for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report PC 2025-0013. All is reviewed and recommended by Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
All right, I have a motion by Councilmember Ronson. Need a second? I have a second by Councilmember Pellerin. Councilmember Ronson, you have the floor.
I'll defer to Mr. Landry.
All right, this is pretty straightforward. They have a 9.8 acre tract of land, and they're trying to subdivide 0.419 acre for a residential lot. There was no one there to oppose there was nobody there to oppose it.
You good, Councilmember
All right.
Ronson? Councilmember
Waive.
Pellerin, you waive? All right, seeing no other questions, we'll vote our machines. And that motion passed. Moving on to summary 182, Madam Clerk.
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Ronald Freeman and Bart Freeman, located on West Highway 90, Iberia Parish, District 2, to subdivide 17.37 acres of property into 2 lots for industrial use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report PC 2025-0014. All is reviewed and recommended by Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
I have a motion by Councilmember Michael Landry, a second by Councilmember Pellerin. Councilmember Landry, you have the floor.
I'm waving to my brother Landry.
All righty. So this plat is really more or less housekeeping of property lines. The large area in red is being divided into lot tracks 1 and 2. A few of the boundary lines are being adjusted to kind of clean up some property lines. You can see it on this plat here. The original property line went diagonally through tracks 1 and 2. They're kind of squaring up property lines.
They building anything now?
They're not building anything at this point. Yeah, they just finished a mini storage, but I think that's all complete.
Yeah.
Yes.
You done? Done? Councilman Pellerin?
Yep.
Wait.
Wait.
All right, seeing no other questions, we'll go ahead and vote on summary 182. And that motion passed. All right. Ordinances introduced for publication to be voted on upon the next council meeting, at which time comments from general public will be heard. Summary number 5375, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 14.87 acres of property belonging to Coastal Timbers Incorporated located on Port Road and Lauriston Road in Iberia Parish, District 13, to be rezoned from A-1 agriculture to I-1 industrial, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission Staff Report ZC 2025-0006. All is reviewed and recommended by Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
And that's just for publication. Summary number 5376, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 150 acres of property belonging to Cajun Sugar Company LLC located on Sugar Oaks Road in Iberia Parish, District 8, to be rezoned from C-2 commercial to A-1 agricultural, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission Staff Report ZC 2025-0007. All is reviewed and recommended by Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
All right, and that was also just for publication. Next council meeting will be August 27th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Please visit the Iberia Parish Government website to complete the stormwater management survey and view adjudicated properties through Civic Source. All Iberia Parish Council and joint meetings can be viewed live during scheduled meetings on the Iberia Parish Government website. I need a motion and a second to adjourn. I have a motion for Ms. Broussard.
Mr. Chairman, before we adjourn,
For what purpose does the gentlewoman seek recognition?
I want to just commend our chairman tonight. You did a really great job, and it was a pleasure having you at the
Well, thank you.
the head.
Appreciate it. All right, I have a second by Mr. Councilmember Pellerin for adjournment.
Yeah, great job.
All right, thank you. And adjournment is at 8:08. This meeting is adjourned. Go ahead and vote your meeting. Vote your machines. Lady Brown. And that passed. This meeting is adjourned. 8:09, called Iberia Parish Joint Committee meetings to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Francis Pollard. Michael Landry. Marcus Broussard. Lloyd Brown. Warren Gotchison. Natalie Broussard. Dustin Swear. James Traha. Scott Ronsonet. Brock Pellerin. Brian Napier. Lady Fontaine Brown. Cayman Crapel. And Chad Macherin.
Here.
That seat's starting to fit you, huh?
You're still gonna have 12, he's still in that.
We have 12 members present. I need a motion to open public comment. I have a motion from Councilmember Gosherson, a second from Councilmember Pollard.
Vote your machines.
Vote your machines. Did you? Yeah,
Absent voting.
yeah, let the record reflect Councilmember Napier's absent vote.
Public session.
Okay, we're now in public comments. Number one, comments from the general public on agenda items. Not seeing anything. Number two, comments from the general public on non-agenda items. A, we have Ms. Francine Guillot to address the Iberia Parish Council regarding ongoing animal nuisance issues in the parish. Ms. Guillot, state your name and your address for the record, please.
Francine Guillot, 214 Cogan Street, Norbury, Louisiana. I'm coming on behalf of these pack of dogs. As of today, 41 cats have been killed, 7 rabbits that were in kennels. Right now, they more aggressive than when I started tracking them. Between videos of people showing, now they ripping cats up. Last attack, they almost attacked a 78-year-old in her house. Her rolling wheelchair saved her. The dogs got up to the door where the cat was. She opened the wooden door, seen the dogs, opened the screen door. When she opened the screen door, dog dropped cat and went toward her. Something needs to be done. Last year, I dealt with the problem of 2, and nobody should go through that. There's 1 victim here. All the rest, I asked them to come, but they hadn't. Can't shoot in the city.
That's the dogs?
That's what PD said, that we can't shoot them because no shooting in the city.
Well, that's ridiculous. Wait a minute.
But again, it is parish too, because they have their set boundaries, mostly in the city, but the parish also. Old Spanish Trail. Hadn't seen the dogs since August 1st. All of a sudden reappears on the 10th and 11th.
That's where we're having a problem.
That's them.
Old Spanish Trail.
Can we have them picked up?
That's all of y'all saying the right thing. That's why we're having the problems. Because one day you see them on Old Spanish Trail,
Yeah.
then you see them at St. Edwards, and then you see them in the city. That is a huge problem.
I don't know if y'all following my group. I made a group on Facebook.
No, I don't follow it.
And I shouldn't be saying this, but I will.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they
something
could kill a
like
child.
Because
Oh, man, that's
the reason why I did the group, if my phone goes off, I'm going after him.
Shoot them, I'll come bail y'all.
No,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
Last year, I almost ended up in the mental hospital because of 2 dogs.
That's sad.
And we talking about older people. It's either pick them up or later on get a lawsuit because somebody's gonna get hurt.
Why we can't pick them up, Larry? Why we can't pick the dogs up in the parish?
They all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Well, another thing is, I've called, never got return calls back. iPad. Okay. You call, they say they don't have traps. They should have traps all the time.
We have a lot of traps.
Keep
the
on.
problem is the traps are out. We trap
I really don't think you're gonna catch them by a trap. Just like when in 2021 at KLFY, these dogs are smart. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
The ones we're looking at right here, are these the dogs you're talking about?
Yes.
Who's feeding them?
Boy, they look healthy.
Who's feeding those?
Oh,
That's
the gray one?
All of them. They got bowls right here.
bowls.
These are
No. That's at one of the victims' houses.
Who's feeding the dogs?
They're not feeding this cat.
One of the dogs, the gray one,
Yeah.
it belongs to somebody because
Okay, that's one of the dogs that we're trying to trap. I mean,
Yeah.
to catch, right? Okay.
it belongs to somebody. Why? Because when I first started tracking, they didn't have a collar on.
They look healthy though.
Well, they got a collar on now.
Right.
So my thing is, I want to find the owner.
Okay, there you go. That's right. That's right.
You ought to have a tag too.
All right. Ms.
Those
Gia,
dogs don't look like they starving to me.
They
No.
look good.
Did you call the cops?
hang on.
They look, I mean,
I'm not one of the victims. I'm just doing it.
No, I got you.
She's just trying to help.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep order. Ms. Gia, we have a couple questions on the board. Councilman Pellerin, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I want to thank you, Ms. Giat, for stepping up for the community and the victims. You pretty much answered some of my questions. I wanted to know who you contacted so far to get the problem solved, or who they contacted so far to get the problem solved. And you pretty much told us what it was. And look, I had an issue in my area with a couple of wasn't wild dogs. It was actually for somebody, and they went out and set traps. The dogs were caught in the traps. The owner turned around and released the dogs out of the traps. So they trapped the dog several times. The traps were set and went off, and the owners let the dogs out. And I'm not saying that's what's happening right here, but that's a possible,
Now,
problem
I
we
don't
have
know
too.
about procedure with IPAC, but one of the victims said that, okay, there's no traps. Offered to buy a trap themselves. Got to bring it back to IPAC. If the owner comes to claim the dog, you got to release the dog back to the owner. I don't think so.
Not a vicious dog.
On a vicious dog, it's different.
Yeah, but then you prove it's vicious.
But you got to prove. You got to prove it.
Okay.
don't
You still
look
have the
vicious.
floor.
Oh, they have.
All right, Councilman Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah,
Marcus Broussard.
I was gonna have a question about where these dogs are located. I think, have y'all seen them on Wilry Drive or Jane Street? Because I've gotten a couple of calls. I know we tried to set out a trap. I think I don't know if they went or not, but I called
I
one of the
did hear-
landowners and said, hey, do you mind we set a trap here, trying to follow the process? And I was just curious, this is the same pack of dogs.
I did hear the beginning of the year on that end, Jane Street, Land Drive, I think April, he gave me, toward the back by the church back there. And then they moved over toward Iberia Weeks.
They're moving, yeah.
Yeah,
I pressed
they
my
go
button
as
to see where
far
they were
as-
located, because I've had them on, I have a pack of dogs running through, and I'm just curious if it's the
Stephen.
same ones, yeah.
Stephen Road.
So what can we do at this point, other than continue to track them and try to put a trap out, or, I mean, what can we?
You would hope that one of the dogs, for sure, she knows or someone.
Mhm.
So that person needs to be responsible.
How do we hold them accountable for that?
Exactly. He or she needs to be responsible. The other two look pretty good to me. I mean, they may be.
So Jack Russell.
As well.
And they look smaller in the picture because one of the victims was doubting that was the dogs.
But the problem is, just so you know, to find that pack of dogs. Because if we go ride today,
On Louis Street, just picking the street. There's nothing there. Then we'll get a phone call 3 days from now, and they saying they in.
Yeah, they always travel at night.
Right. You don't know where they at.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now 7 o'clock is the earliest that someone has seen them on Center Street.
Someone sent me a picture the other day where one of the dogs just ate up.
Oh,
Just ate up.
It's-
but it was bad.
That's Miss Charlotte.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, that's what they're doing now. Before, they were just killing and leaving them. Now they ripping them. Yeah.
You out of town.
Councilmember Broussard, you done?
Yeah, I'm done, yep, thank you.
Councilmember Michael Andrew.
I seen those 3 dogs by St. Edward's, so when they was around Iberia and all that street, I called IPAC. They told me, well, we're gonna try to get out there, but I called the police, so somebody at the church called the police at the time. And I don't know where those dogs disappeared to. They went toward the graveyard. Police rode around there for a couple hours and couldn't find them. But those dogs are very healthy. So
They're very
look
smart
good.
too.
Yeah.
I traveled 30 minutes.
Yep.
Those dogs noticed the vehicle I was traveling because they detoured me. So I couldn't, and this is 2 o'clock in the morning.
Just a question to the administration. Don't we have a leash law?
Yeah.
So if you catch them, you can't just release them to, they don't fine them or nothing for
You
that?
gotta find out who owns it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if they trap them.
They can't
Yeah.
find them.
Yes, you can do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, because I'm saying, she said that they said the owner could release them. I'm good. I'm good, Mr. Chair.
You good? All right.
All right.
Seeing
That-
no other
That's it.
questions on the board, we thank you for coming, Ms. Giat.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, I need a motion to close public comments. I have a motion by Ms. Broussard and a second by Mr. Broussard, Marcus Broussard. Ms. Broussard. Ms. Broussard, you have the floor. Wait, wait.
We don't do
Wait,
this
okay.
closing.
Vote your machines. And that motion passes. Moving on to minutes, regular joint committee meeting of July 23rd.
Motion.
I need a motion and a second. I have a motion by Councilmember Gostishan, and I have a second by Councilmember Pollard. Councilmember Gostishan.
Wave.
Councilmember Pollard. All right, vote your machines on the minutes. And that motion passes. Moving on to executive committee.
No. Finance,
I now call the Finance Committee meeting to order. The date is August 13th, 2025, 8:22 p.m. Item number 1, Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution authorizing travel expense for members of the Iberia Parish Council to attend the 2025 PGAL Parish Legal Horizons Workshop from September 24th through the 25th, 2025 in Pineville, Louisiana, at an estimated cost to the parish of $350 per attendee.
I have a motion by Mr. Gostishan. Need a second? I got a second by Mr. Michael Landry. Mr. Gostishan, you have the floor.
I'm hoping the clerk can explain this one to me.
Yeah, I never seen this one in 10 years.
It seems
You
to
have
be a new workshop geared towards attorneys, legal counsel, and council members. And it's sponsored by Police Jury Association of Louisiana. And I put it on the agenda to give y'all the option to attend if y'all desire.
350. So 350 is just the.
Per attendee, it's only the registration fee. Yes.
If anybody, can I add on?
I yield back. I'm good.
Just, I got her to send me, I almost pulled it, because I did the same thing y'all did, like, huh? What is this? So she sent me a little brochure. Andy Shealy's actually going to be in the introductory remarks. Guy Cormier, some of y'all know Guy. He'll be in the introductory remarks. 8:30 to 9:30, it's a discussion about solar facilities, permitting, planning, and zoning. 9:30 to 10:30. This one caught my attention. Mining for Success, Navigating Cryptocurrency and Data Research Center Regulations.
We got another video next meeting.
I'm scared of cryptos, by the way. Property tax limbo, understanding Louisiana, public bid law. When I first saw it, I did the same thing. I said, man, do we need to send, I was confused. But
Scratch.
that's just a couple of the things.
Yeah, I can't see it.
They do have lunch, breakfast, they have
Oh, yeah,
breaks.
we need to go there.
But that's those couple.
No, unless maybe, should we send a clerk or something?
Did you want to go, Karen? James?
That's a 2-day thing,
I
though.
know
Huh?
they don't have the blue martini there, but I mean.
I don't know if it's something you need to, Larry, you going? That's all
Okay.
something you going to?
More than likely, I'm gonna go, and more than likely, Mike is gonna come.
Yeah, I mean, Larry and Mike's going.
Let me give the floor to Mr. Landry so we can stay.
I might go. It's not on my calendar.
Mr. Landry.
It's for legal. Ian don't wanna go?
Well,
That'll be from the.
I was gonna ask, but he's not here.
Ian, I would
I
think.
forwarded the information to Ian. It would benefit Ian to go. It's his prerogative whether or not he chooses to go.
Yeah.
Can y'all wanna move it just to see if he's here next time, or?
Just,
No? All right, hold on, Mr. Landry, you still have the floor.
no, I'm saying if Ian wanna go, but, that's the only reason. I wouldn't move it, but I'm good.
Mr. Pellerin, you have the floor.
I make a motion at the right time to delete.
Seeing no further discussion. Oh, Mr. Pellerin, I need a second on that motion. I got a second by Mr. Broussard. Seeing no further discussion, we're voting to delete. That's it, huh? Old lady, oh, she left. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Deleted. Item number 2, Madam Clerk. No, you,
I don't think.
no, you were.
They showed him absent.
Well, you're not here anymore.
Absent.
You kept calling him chairman.
I'm trying to see what they did.
All right.
Because he's there.
Got the revote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
I probably have to leave this blank. Let's see. Because that James was there just now.
All right. Please vote
Remember?
again
Yeah,
to,
put in there.
oh, wait,
We have to mark him as
Well-
being absent.
hold on. All right, we're voting again on deletion.
Deletion.
Deletion of item number 1.
See.
Michael.
Okay.
And deleted. James.
Chad is
See, you put him
Hey, wait.
absent. That's why.
He was there.
I don't think, yeah. See,
Just stay for the record, you in favor of it.
Yeah, I state for the record, I voted, in
I
favor
don't
of.
think
In the
that,
affirmative.
Please make note of that, Madam Clerk. Mr. Matran did vote
Delete number 2.
to delete.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right.
Let me just leave it. For him.
Not registering.
Mm-mm.
I need the 4/5.
Okay, let's leave it like this and see.
Let's go.
We'll never get there. All right, item number 2, Madam Clerk.
Okay, item number 2. Discuss and consider a resolution amending the 2025 Public Buildings Maintenance Fund
We talked
budget
about
in the
this.
amount of $50,000 to cover repair expenses on chiller number 2 in the Iberia Parish Courthouse, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Mr. Gotcha, second by Mr. Pellerin. Mr. Gotcha, you have the floor.
Mr. Chairman, at the appropriate time, I'd like to make a motion to delete.
Duly noted, Mr. Pellerin.
Okay.
Mr. Napier,
That's it.
you good? All right, I have a motion by Mr. Gotcha to delete, a second by Mr. Pellerin. Seeing no discussion, please vote your machine on deletion.
Let's see how it does. Oh, this thing's crazy.
That one.
Let the record reflect Mathurin in the affirmative.
Voted as James, huh? No, James is just going out.
All right, that motion has been deleted. Everyone voted in the affirmative, including voice vote by Mr. Mathurin.
James,
I need a motion to adjourn. I got one by Mr. Gotcha, second by Ms. Broussard. Please vote your machine on adjournment.
oh, okay. The
Here we go.
attendance.
Motion on.
Wait, hold up though, y'all, hold up. Let me take James out of here. There we go.
Vote on adjournment,
Okay.
please.
Yep.
Non-debatable.
Put James back once he.
I now call the Public Works Committee to order. Time is 8:30. Item number 1, Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution amending resolution number 2011-61 adopted March 9th, 2011, which approved a list of parish drainage channels to be sprayed, ditches and channels as listed in order to remove the address of 1606 to 1707 North Captain K Road from spray list and further to add same to the roadside grass cutting list.
All right, I got a motion by Councilman Napier, second by Councilman. Got a motion by Councilman Matran, a second by Councilman Gotcha. Councilman Matran?
Yeah, I was asked to get this off of the spray list and put on the cutting list. We're getting a severe amount of erosion that's making its way up to the road. So we need to quit spraying and get it cut. So I'd ask for some support in this so we can save the roads we have.
Good, Councilman Matran?
Yeah, I'm good, I'll wait.
Councilman Gotcha?
I just, the only thing is, Chad, I mean, I'm gonna support you, but there's a lot of roads that we spray, a lot of ditch side, roadside ditches we spray. I mean, at some point, we need to start evaluating some of these, what need to be sprayed. I know the administration had looked at it when we first got in there, Larry, right, back in 16. I know it's costing us a hell of a lot of money. I mean, they'll come spray certain ditches in 2 or 3 months, it's back this tile again. I don't know if it's not working or what, I mean, or it's just.
We'll cut certain ditches and in 16 months,
No, yeah, with oak trees, yeah.
Right.
Are you back?
This one is, there's a significant amount of erosion that's working its way to the road, so it needs to stop.
All right.
Do you think it's cheaper for y'all to cut more than spray?
Actually, it shouldn't be eroding, first of all, from the spray. But we don't have, the manpower that we have by
That's-
far, we have to do some spraying.
Spraying is
Yeah,
It's
you
better
okay?
for y'all, yeah.
absolutely.
Councilman Broussard?
Yeah, this may be a question Gene or Matt can answer, relative to the application, the chemicals, when, Brush Masters is who we use, right, contract?
Right.
When they go and mix their chemicals, is it a generic blend, or can we ask them to spray for, broadleaf versus?
When they go to a location, they know what they're spraying for. They adjust
They
their
can adjust the
chemicals.
chemicals. So one of the ditches I have, it kills everything, and I've asked to spray just bloodweed is probably the plant or the vegetation that goes within 2 months. It's 8 foot high, right? So I was curious. That's good. That's what I
You
need
can
to know.
talk to Gene. Gene can get the.
On Darby is what I'm asking for. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yep. Thank you. Are you?
Councilman Matra?
Yeah, just to mention what Larry's saying about the erosion, that's that flood area, it's prone to flooding. Down Delahousie's area, that's
Okay.
in that area, so it takes on a lot of water.
It takes a
and
ton of water.
Yeah.
That could be causing some of the erosion as well.
Yeah, the water.
So
exactly.
that-
That's
we
what-
need to-
I
we
think
need
that's
to
what
deal
he's
with it.
leading up
Yeah.
to. It takes on a lot of water.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
All right, seeing no further discussion, we'll be voting on item number 1. And that motion passes. Item number 2, Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution authorizing the Public Works Department to install a sign at 1817 David Dubon Road, District 13, to inform the community of the Provost Farm Heritage Center and Community Garden.
You right there?
All right, I got a motion by Councilman Napier. I need a second, a second by Councilman Pellerin. So before we get started, I talked to Mr. June Provost. He is making this Provost Farm Heritage Center and Community Garden. He asked about a general sign around the place. I told him I can put him on the agenda. I did tell him about the sign code and traffic code that we have, and told him, we do have hard times to get some of these things done. So tonight he was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he couldn't be. So
Table.
here we go.
What are we doing? You want to move this forward for Public Works to make a sign?
Yeah, but
I don't think we ever did this.
no,
Uh-uh.
I had, since I had the, did I have the motion?
Yeah, Councilman Napier.
So, I know legal's not here, but, so, when people ask me, and that's just me, I tell them, we don't do that. But if we're gonna start doing that, are we gonna, as a council, I'm just asking everyone, are we gonna start doing signs?
We can't do it.
No, but I mean.
That's not a menu- that's not an ABC City
I
sign.
mean, at one time, nobody was bringing up signs, and now everybody not everybody, but, we starting to bring up signs. Do we want, as a council, do we wanna do that?
Are they
I'm
building a
not
Harry's?
jealous, but, I'm gonna start bringing some up if we're
No,
gonna
oh,
do that.
no, please.
Told him no.
I did. But I mean, if we're gonna do it for District 13, why we can't do it for District 11 or District 1 or, Huh?
Weasel.
I was called the Weasel. I was called the Weasel. That was the nice stuff. But, no Weasel, I think that sign's going up. But anyway, no, look, if we're gonna do it, I just wanna know. But, no, I don't believe I can support
Understand
that
your
one.
point.
No.
All right,
Okay, thank you.
Councilman Peller?
Yeah, I'm just kind of confused right here. Is this a non-profit? Is this?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know, what is this, and how does the parish get involved in putting a sign I'm just kind of a little confused, if it's a nonprofit or a company or a business or a farm or whatever, shouldn't they be liable to put their own sign up? Why would the parish put the sign up?
I guess it would be more of the community garden. I wish he was here to kind of explain it, but I guess it'd be more the community garden part that he was wondering.
So he's not selling nothing?
No. Well, I don't know.
Would he advertise?
Yeah.
Well, he might be giving
I can't support or deny this without any more information on it. That's my point of view. I mean, reading it right here, it seems like it's a business or it's a nonprofit, and I don't think the parish should be getting involved putting a sign. I mean, maybe it's one of those little brown signs, Longfellow National Park or whatever, or
Barely make the green ones.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know what kind of sign we're looking for. I yield back.
Wood stop sign, yes.
Just a sign.
I yield back.
Could put that himself.
All right, Councilwoman Broussard.
I think he's probably looking for exactly what Brock was saying, one of those signs that we see that's, something's coming up. But I also agree this is a private business and he's going to have his own sign up or should have his own sign up. We have been warned, like Brian says over and over and over again about the signs. This is really opening Pandora's box. We start putting signs up announcing things, then we're gonna get, swamped with them. So I think we should just vote it down and move on.
Councilman Peller.
Can we give him the opportunity to come speak? Just to.
Well, I mean, if he coming for, he's just wasting his time.
I mean,
We could.
It's your district. I mean, do we need to give him the opportunity to come and speak on it, or?
I mean,
if it's a private
we could,
sign,
but I mean, if it's more of like a general sign he's wanting, then, I don't think, like Councilman Napier said, I don't think open the door for that.
No.
Good.
Councilman Landry?
Whenever the opportunity arises, I'd like to just delete it.
Okay.
Let's just vote it down.
Oh, you want to vote it down? However.
All right. Seeing no other discussion, everyone vote your machines.
Tell him he can't come for 6 months.
No, just voting.
we're just killing, just knocking it. It's not there. All right.
How you gonna vote against your own motion?
And that motion fails.
Lady Brown putting it up there.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Let's go back to that again. That thing had to be wrong. That machine had to be acting up again.
All right.
Ain't no way Lady Brown voted for that.
I got a motion by Councilman Broussard, a second by Councilwoman Broussard to adjourn. Everyone vote your machines.
All right.
Trying to go get you some vegetables over there.
Councilman Napier.
Come on, man. You say that works when you don't touch it.
Public Works Committee is adjourned.